God, I just didn't want to say it out loud. I was hoping it would just happen organically.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Trapped in the Mists, a Curse of Strahd production here on the RPG Storytelling Twitch channel. And hello to all of our YouTube viewers on the VODs. I see you out there because I'm one of them. But I would like to officially welcome you back to Barovia, the land with no sun, and whose skies are always overcast, with the thick clouds of the mists. As it is now, so has it been for decades, centuries passing as has each before it. The people here are born, they live, struggling against their oppressors, and they die. Some are even unlucky enough to find themselves living through another turn of the cycle, when the mists and the shadowy creatures that inhabit them deem it time to wake the Count from his slumber, and capture souls from beyond the borders of the demiplane to entertain and torture the denizens here. And this is where our story continues. How did storytime go last time in Trapped in the Mists?
I rolled a 15.
I got a 19.
18.
So
19.
Roll20 isn't loading for me right now.
I also rolled a 15. I feel like this is going to be lowest. Please be lower, Sarah.
18.
Whoa!
What?
Rollies.
Rollies?
This is the most wild story time I've ever seen.
Wow.
15 is the lowest.
17.
Wow.
19.
No way! This is great!
Oh, the 1 week I didn't take great notes. Oh,
We appreciate your sacrifice.
Gawain, what happened last week?
oh shit.
Let me see if I can't get you a starting point.
Yeah, give me my left and right lateral limits, please.
Oh gosh, you guys had just come off of the you guys had just come off of the was it you guys didn't do the the book. That's what it was. Yes. You guys did the Zone of Truth, and then you did the chapters in the book, and then you guys back into reality an hour later, and continued on your way away from Argynvostholt. I believe you're headed toward Lys / the swamps.
Yes. So after we left Argynvostholt, we headed towards Berez, where we found Lisa's house. We went in. She was pouring black smoke for Gawain, as ever. We gave her the gem that was in the lantern, and we were given a spell scroll of the Beauty of Broken Bond Vows, a 5th level ritual that takes an hour to cast and has you have to be touching the target, so we're going to have to potentially divert Strahd for an hour, which is terrifying. We were served food that Gawain did not eat.
Sunflower ate it.
Yes.
Swipe that.
Let's see. Eventually we left and we went I believe we were heading southeast, or we need to go southeast from our current position, but we went southwest a bit, and came to a crossing where there is apparently a village of adult bullywugs with pretty much no children at all.
None visible.
Yeah. There were a handful of non-combatants, but they looked mostly like capable warriors.
It's a good percentage of the population are militarized.
Yeah. And I believe we pick up with us deciding what we're doing with the village, if we're trying to bypass it sneaking or if we're trying to parlay.
You guys had snuck past,
Oh, okay.
and bypassed it entirely. Not wanting to mess around with that because y'all were on a mission, and if they're not going to mess with us, we're not going to mess with them. You also, the only other thing that happened last time was there were 3 figures hiding in the mud that Orion and Gawain noticed, and I think Sunflower did as well. Which, as you sort of like nonchalantly moseyed over, they disappeared and are nowhere to be seen or smelled, based on how they're going about this thing. They're doing a pretty good job of masking their scents, but Sunflower, along with morphed into Althorox for the moment and wild shaped into a bear, was keeping a nose out, as was Orion, for if they were going to reappear. But they disappeared, and everyone's like, that's definitely not going to be a problem later. Let's continue. As you guys continued upward. On the map, these little triangles, point away from increases in elevation. Or they point toward a decrease in elevation. So, for example, going this way, you are going up it's a steady incline. So as you guys continued around, following the riverbed...
Can you show that again? My map just loaded.
That's okay. So going this way is an increase in elevation.
I don't even... Where that green thing is?
I am on the wrong layer. That's why. This is an increase in elevation.
Okay. So if the arrows point down, that's downhill.
Yes.
That's downhill. Yep. So this also is an increase in elevation up to a mountain, where it says Mount Gacchus, continuing upward, higher and higher and higher. You guys stayed along the riverbed so as to avoid that for the most part, working your way through the swamps. But you did have to climb up some pretty steep switchbacks up this almost a cliff face as you guys approach the pass here. As you approach the bridge here on what both Misty and Riss would know as the Salenka Pass trail. Let me check to see. Salenka Pass. Yeah, nothing, no extra handouts to give you here. But let me see if there's any flavor bits that you should be aware of. The elevation climbs pretty steeply, and it appears to be a little more than a reinforced gate sitting here against the mountainside. It goes all the way up to the edge of the cliff face, which is pretty sheer at that location, and it goes all the way into the mountain that continues upward on the other side. So it pretty securely guards that the way through. As you guys are approaching, the wind shifts direction and begins to blow down from the mountain, and the temperature drops significantly. The wind picks up and begins to whistle past through all the cracks in your armor and over your ears, and the sky darkens a little bit as clouds begin to roll. Everyone give me a nature check.
Ooh. 19.
15.
That's
8.
definitely not Nedro's expertise, though, but still.
15.
19.
What did you say, Misty?
8.
8. To everyone but Misty. Misty's just it just doesn't click right away. But everybody else realizes that the weather is shifting. A blizzard is coming in, or some sort of snowstorm is rolling in. And the further in elevation you climb, the more severe the weather will become. And it is chilly. It's getting pretty brisk already. So you guys are approaching the shelf on the rock. The shelf of rock on which this mountain road clings grows narrow, even more narrow than what you had been walking up thus far. To your left, the icy cliffs rise sharply toward dark rolling clouds, and to your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog as the mists roll in and coalesce. Ahead through the wind and the light snowfall that is beginning, you see a high wall of black stone lined with spikes and topped by statues of what can only be described as demonic creatures. They are just hideous forms to look upon. Beaked, bird-like avian heads with horns and wings, 4 legs. It's pretty gross. Obviously, some sort of fiend or demon in origin. These are statues on top of the gate, and set in the center is a closed iron portcullis, behind which burns a a curtain of green flame.
Sorry, can you describe that one more time?
Yes.
I know that was a lot. Sorry.
So there's the mountain road, the mountain on the one side, the cliff on the other. Mm-hmm. And there is a high wall of black stone forming this gate. Spikes on top, as well as statues of these hideous creatures, like a vulture's head, big old beak, big wings, horns on the head, arms and legs as well as wings, so it's like quadrupedal with wings, and just sort of like perched there, almost like a gargoyle.
And is that what this bridge-looking thing is supposed to be?
Yes, that is at the bridge.
Got it.
Misty's gonna walk over to this one that you just described, and just gonna kind of look up at it, study its features for a little bit, turn over her shoulders slightly, but still keep her eyes on the statue. You know what? This one kind of reminds me of my uncle Jessica. Got the same nose.
I can't believe you would do Jessica like that.
I can't believe their name is Jessica.
So disrespectful. You guys glance around, and Sunflower has disappeared as well.
Man, he's really got to stop taking those hits between, like, on the road.
Either that or he's just very hungry. Well, not Sunflower.
You guys can go ahead and drag your tokens out to the vicinity of the spectator icon.
See, this is why we all wear glasses.
Oh, wait, hold up. Where am
we
I?
don't- We don't have our mounts. Or do we?
Oh no,
we
where's
do. Never
Matara?
mind. We do.
I don't
yeah,
even.
There they go.
I actually don't see I don't see Nedro or Batar's. Or
You'll have
Aries,
to scroll down below the handouts.
Oh, that's annoying.
You can also collapse them if you need to. There should be a little minus beside it. You click on it,
Alright,
it turns into
so
a plus.
I'm gonna collapse the shit out of these.
Mhm. Yeah, just
I'm
click.
gonna collapse them so hard.
Just collapse the main.
Oh wait, there it
folder,
is.
And it gets
Got it. All right, I found them.
I might have to expand. I don't see Cesar at all.
Still in there.
Now, if somebody finds
I
me.
got you here.
All right, thank you. GM to the rescue. I'm just glad Matar hasn't died yet.
Oh, speaking of, before we continue forward, I would have taken some of Orion, like a good majority of Orion's pills that he has left, because I didn't hand out all of them before, because I didn't want everyone just going through them like candy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna think of, let's see how many I have. Let's see. Who's usually getting fucked up? I'm gonna give 2 to Canis, 2 to Ares, 2 to Matar.
If you have limited numbers, Ares has not used any of his 2. He's not been touched.
Oh, really?
No,
okay,
no.
Cool. Okay,
The only
cool.
person who's gotten hit is me, and even that's not that common.
Okay. Sweet. Then actually, I think Antares needs 2, because I know he has been hit, and I think he's taken one of his pills at least. Okay, so
Let me see.
2.
You can hang on to those.
How
Four.
it is. Misty's used them all and got nothing left.
Nope. None for you.
I see how it is. The smokes monster strikes again.
That smoke. I'm sorry. Six, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure Canis used all of his, correct? Riss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have any more.
Okay.
pills.
So yeah, I would have done that beforehand. So I'll mark those off.
Good.
So just make sure. Yeah, just so. Yeah, Canis,
You can-
Matar, and Antares, or I'll get in 2.
You can hang on to the ones for Antares because he's not there at the moment.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Matar did get pretty hurt. I think
He should be at full health now because we've
Yeah.
long rested since, but
Yeah.
yeah, just in case he gets.
I remember
Hurt
using
again.
at least one. Yeah. I
I
don't
think you
I don't
only-
remember.
I think you might have only used the one.
Yeah. So you can add one back.
Okay.
Because we got out of there after I used the one.
Right. So yeah, there is a this gateway in front of you, along with a small-ish tower directly behind. On the other side, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone, topped by golden statues of mighty warriors.
Wait, there's a statue of mighty warriors along with the gargoyles?
So the gargoyles are here on the gate, and then the statues are on top of the tower, slightly behind it.
Stereotypical warriors, as in they're all wielding swords and none of them are magic users because people don't consider magic users warriors.
Correct.
Something like that.
I hate that so much. That's why every main character in RPGs wields a sword.
Weak squishies, get out of here.
I just think it's boring and, like, it's very stereotypical, but that's a different argument.
Mhm.
And honestly, that could be said as Nedro in character because he
I was
does
gonna
read
say-
those kind of books.
It totally sounds like Ned.
As we approach, I'm just gonna look back at Ivor and Riss and say, "We've had bad luck with statues and things coming to life and killing us. It's happened like way too many times. Can
Technically,
either
it
of
doesn't happen
you?"
that often, but often enough that it's weird. So I agree.
It's weird that it's like if I had a copper piece, I'd have 3 copper pieces, but it's still weird that's happened 3 times.
Yeah, no, I get that, Queen. That's totally true.
So yeah, he's just gonna keep scanning and have Orion sniffing just to make sure no enemies are gonna pop up, so that I can give our arcane casters a chance to ritual cast.
Detect magic.
Okay.
Let me show you what the area of effect on that is.
Detect magic?
60
Oh.
feet, I think.
30 feet.
You want to know the funny thing? The only reason I don't know is because I would never take it because I can't ritually cast it, but now I can. So maybe I'll take it.
Maybe you'll finally learn. No, I'm kidding.
Well, it's a
Oh, God.
30-foot sphere. So
It's just
30
around
radius.
you.
Yeah.
30-foot radius. Okay.
So
Yeah.
60,
Oh.
60 diameter, you're right.
So I was gonna poke him
yes.
with my mage hand, which is also 30 feet, but I guess that works too.
Hey, if you go for the left one, I'll go for the right one. We'll both mage hand.
I mean, who's to know that poking them will activate them? You know.
Well, the suits of armor that animated after Ivor like bopped it over didn't do anything, and then once we triggered like a certain area, then the armor started whacking out.
Or they could be
So-
really smart. And like, if we move when we get poked, we can't catch them by surprise. That's what I would do.
What if we use mage hand to like do something silly, just like yeah,
Try
just
to
like
tickle
wiggle,
them?
yeah,
Or
yeah.
We could like
the
tickle
nuts.
them, or if there's there's somehow a statue of nose hairs, they can pull that out because that's definitely not 10 pounds, and that'll get them going.
Yeah.
Pulls out nose hairs all of a sudden. They get a
Of a
boner.
statue. Oh,
That'll
I
get
mean,
them
to
going.
be fair, that's also
Everyone's
they're
got
made
their
out of
kinks.
stone, not bone. What are you talking about?
All right. So there's the statues up on the top of the tower in the distance. It's like 30, 40, 50 feet up. There are also 2 statues in front of the gate, I believe. Let me triple check.
Like right underneath the gargoyles.
Yeah, so underneath the gargoyles, yes.
All
right. Yes, 2 large figures flank the gates. They appear to be similar in appearance to the figures off on top of the guard tower. These guys, you have a much closer view. They appear to be some sort of patinaed bronze, and they are what you, the players, would recognize as like female Vikings. One long sword in one hand and a shield in the other. They sort of look like shield maidens, a little bit, but warriors as well. I actually have a picture for you for the shield maiden statues. Something of this nature.
Oh, do shield maidens carry swords? I always figured if you're a shield maiden, you only had a shield.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit of a shield warrior combo, but yeah. So these 2 flank the gate with a relaxed posture, holding the shield in one hand and the sword in the other. Yeah, so the 2 gargoyle figures on top, the 2 statues in front, and the several statues up on the distance. A curtain of green flame on the other side of the portcullis of this gate, and you hear the faint crackling, even from this distance, however far you guys are back, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet.
Sorry, we hear what?
The crackling of the flame.
Oh.
Mhm.
Sorry, is the flame like making like a so it's making a wall through the only entrance you meant? Okay.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try something. Oh, that's exactly 30 feet. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. I'm gonna reach my mage hand through it. Hold on. Let me be at max distance. Which is actually maybe one step back.
One hop now, y'all.
Yeah, from here. And you see a spectral hand made out of cogs and just like metallic wiring going through.
Just pushes through. The flames continue to burn unaffected.
So it's not like they shoot out directly at anything or anyone.
Correct. Yeah, nothing jumps out.
Okay. Well, at least it's not going to explode on us. Whether it burns us or not, I still can't tell. Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna take my water skin out. I'm gonna use shape water and try and move water toward it to see if it like boils or sizzles it. I'm basically trying to figure out if it's an illusion or actual fire.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. So, swirling some shape water at it, it approaches and is immediately boiled off into steam. It seems to be real fire.
Okay, it's real, y'all. I mean, sometimes they
That's
try and trick us.
that's definitely different from the last green fire we encountered.
Trying to remember
This is
the
going to be
last.
a problem.
Damn, if only I had shape fire this time. Wait, hold up. With the detect magic that Ivor put up, does he detect anything from that fire?
Yes. So the detect magic goes off. Was anybody else ritual casting anything? Okay. I'll check in with Riss here in just a second. But with the detect magic, you do get conjuration from the focusing on the green flames. There's conjuration. And both of the statues in front also radiate. Let me see. Hold on, let me see.
And one more question. It would be technically to Ivor, but more towards you since you're the DM. And also because I'm actually not sure. When you cast detect magic, okay, for example, you're getting conjuration. Does that mean it counts as like a spell that the spell magic could work against, or is it just magical in nature?
It just means it's magical in nature. Magic items light up under detect magic, even though dispel magic may not affect them
Let
or
me
may not
read the
affect them
rules of
in
the
the
spell magic specifically. Let's see.
anticipated way. But yes, the
Oh,
fire radiates conjuration, and the both of the statues in front, both of these shield maiden warriors, radiate transmutation.
Transmutation.
Okay, actually, this may work. So for Dispel Magic, the wording specifically is choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Yes.
Any spell of third or lower on the target ends. For each spell of fourth level or higher on the target, make an ability check using the spellcasting modifier. The DC is so technically there's a magical effect. It could technically work on it.
Mhm.
I just don't know what level it is, so if I should expend as much as a fourth level or just go for third and roll if I need to. Anyway, so I can potentially dispel the fire if we can't figure out another way around it. But the statues, if there's something that's gonna attack us, is just I look towards Gawain. I don't know. Do you have a shield?
Um,
Riss, I saw that you had to step away for a second. Was there anything that you were unclear of as you step back into this conversation? Anything that you think you missed?
I surmised that detect magic had been cast.
Yes. Yes, if you wanted to
Sorry.
ritual cast something, you may do so.
You said
If
there's a
not, that's okay too.
conjuration spell effect happening somewhere.
Yes,
And transmutation.
The green flame of there's a curtain of green flame uh completely covering the area behind the portcullis of this gate. That is radiating conjuration.
Fuck
Uh,
it. Identify.
Thank you, because if it's a level to it, I might know from that.
I think.
Maybe, I don't know.
Remind me on identify. Do you have like
You
You
choose
have to
one
touch it.
object. Yeah, you have to touch it.
Oh shit.
You must touch. Right there.
If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement and how many charges it has. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
Now technically
If you instead touch a creature through the casting, you learn what spells, if any, that are currently affecting it.
technically they don't need to touch the fire. They can maybe just touch the portcullis in general
That's
and
what I
see
was
what magic's
thinking.
affecting it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with the transmutation, I don't even know if they count as creatures. I think they count as objects. So I don't know.
Oh, the transmutation was uh the shield maiden warrior statues in the front.
Yes.
Yes, so I think so you're touching the gate, not the
Yeah,
statues, correct?
whatever the fire appears to be coming out of.
Okay. Yeah, so you can touch the stone of the gate. The portcullis itself looks like it may be
I figured it
a little
was,
dangerous to touch, but something nearby.
yeah, I figured it was kind of a whole, you know, it'll get the job done.
So you cast Identify, and you really don't get any meaningful reading off of it. This does not seem to be a magical item of any kind.
Interesting.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. I was really hoping it would just say what spell was affecting it, but damn spells and their wordings.
So does not have anything to do with Barovia specifically, so this wouldn't have any benefit from the book, unfortunately. I can't remember if Arcana was affected by the book or not.
Do I use my inspiration?
Ooh.
oh, what? You can roll a 19 for storytelling, but you can't roll this for Arcana. I see how it is.
I'll give you
Listen.
guidance. I'll give you guidance.
No, guidance doesn't matter. I go to use my inspiration. I was in that one, so I'll still take the guidance, but okay, that's better.
Okay. Gotcha. So
Not
you're
an out.
using it.
Not an out one. Okay, so that's a dirty 20 total.
Nice.
Dirty 20 total. This reads more as a discrete magic effect that has been created in the vicinity rather than a magic item that is doing anything particular. Sort of
Okay.
like you wouldn't be able to identify a transmutation circle because it's
Right.
not like a magic item.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But this does appear to be a discrete magical effect.
Has anyone tried to find a way to turn it off yet?
I can dispel it to turn it off. It just wouldn't solve the issue of the statues that are radiating transmutation magic.
No, I
But
meant like, um,
like a button.
yeah, could I make an investigation check looking for a mechanism that'll turn it off?
Yes, you may. Go for it.
Oh, I'll do my own investigation then. Now that they brought that up, I'll
Another
tell
You
the
can
dirty
other
only
wizard.
20.
you can only give help when you have proficiency, correct?
Correct.
Unless you have guidance,
Yeah,
which you
that's
can
why I'm
give.
doing my own rather than helping.
Are you giving me guidance again?
Of course.
It's okay.
I-
I should have kept that D4 out. That's on me.
Ivor, I think you have proficiency in this as well. If you want
Yeah,
to,
I got a
I
4,
do.
so that wasn't helpful.
That's a 22.
Okay,
Dwayne
so
will jump in to
Nedro.
see if he can spot shit.
No. Ignore Nedro. They got a 22.
22. Looking around. You check you do see a couple of mechanisms to open the portcullis. Some chains and levers. Nothing that looks intrinsically tied to the flame, though. Nothing that looks like a mechanism that isn't used, or doesn't have an apparent purpose, or any obviously like magical or arcane implements.
Okay. Oh, also, gonna move my token. Approaching the portcullis, nothing happened, right? Like if I get right up close to it.
Correct.
Okay. I open the portcullis. Does anything happen?
That's actually, let me retcon. Um,
Oh,
as you guys approached, it wouldn't be specifically when you got there to the portcullis, but as you guys collectively approached up to this general area, the statues that stood in front of the portcullis, like, and extended their swords to bar the way.
The Shield Maiden statues?
Yes, the Shield Maiden statues. So you guys would be.
Oh, wait, sorry. I thought the Shield Maiden statues were like over here. We can't, we're like past the portcullis.
There are some up here,
Got it.
and there are two down here. So, just for your visuals, I will go ahead and add those down there, and they block these two squares between them with their implements, either a sword or a shield, whichever is on that side of them. Not that it's impassable, but it's a symbolic show of guardianship.
has anyone tried to talk to them?
I was about to try something. Yep, that was it.
I have a question. I was also about to potentially try some shit. Do these look like? Because you said the word Valkyries earlier. Do these look like potentially Celestials of any kind?
No, not Valkyries, more just Vikings. It's the Viking aesthetic.
Oh, okay.
So no, nothing overtly celestial that you can see on them.
Okay.
She's got the braided hair and all of that.
I will go ahead and I'll keep the axe in the back sheath for now, trying to show non-aggression. And I'll stride forward with everyone, like in our little formation. Hello, good day. We would like to pass in peace. What do we need to do for that to be accomplished?
Oh,
They had as I'm reading, they had stepped in front of the gates as well as moving their implements. As you approach, they moved a step in front of the gate, raising their shields and wielding and readying their swords, making no further movement. Hmm. 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 So you attempt to parley with them, and there is a blank, emotionless bronze visage that stares back at you, unaffected.
Interesting.
We would really, really rather not fight you, but we really must get past.
How, question, sorry, how tall is the gate?
The gate
Or like the wall?
is um the gate is 30 feet and the walls are 20 feet. So this bit is 20 feet, this bit is 30 feet, and then this bit is 20 feet
Cool.
high.
Cool. Thank you for that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, too late.
Hmm.
Should we try climbing over, maybe?
I was thinking that also.
Because I think Cassie's trying
Can
to
I?
get a little antsy for climbing.
Unfortunately, I don't have
Where's?
access to the new twin spell, Steven, so I can't solve this problem immediately.
Can I still get to like the wall? Like if I were to like go here, like do
Yes,
they move?
they make no move to block you there.
Okay. I don't know where the mechanism was to like open the portcullis, but did that do anything? Was I able to like go push the button to open the portcullis?
No, as you approached, you saw the mechanism there, but they stepped in front of it. As
Ah.
I'm
Ooh.
getting a better understanding of exactly what this is here by glancing at the stuff.
What happens if, okay, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand again and have my Mage Hand slowly approach the mechanism that Riz pointed out. Do they do anything to the Mage Hand that they also can't literally touch because it is, or can they?
So you go ahead and give me. Are you being subtle about this at all? Are you trying to sneak past them, or are you just going for it?
I'm actually want them to see it.
Okay.
I'm
So
trying to get a gauge exactly how they react to something like a Mage Hand going past them to try and touch the portcullis thing. I've seen them block the path, but I haven't seen if what else they do.
the mage hand goes out and the one sort of like it goes out and goes to around begins to go around toward the mechanism. The one on the side sort of tracks with its head, like spinning at the neck, and as it's doing that, raises its sword and slams it against the shield of its partner, and boom, this sort of like ripple of like blurred energy, almost like a heat ripple, just sort of emanates in like a cone or sort of like a semicircle out from them toward you. The mage hand is dispelled. Gawain, do you still have light up on your axe?
I do.
The light is dispelled. Detect magic is dispelled. Anyone who has a ongoing spell active right now, it's dispelled.
And this came from the statue, or from where exactly?
This came from, it was a radial effect from the center of the two statues. One slammed its sword into the other shield, and it was like a hemispherical radial expansion from the of energy from that point.
Ooh. Well, that is definitely good to learn.
It avoided the green flame. It did not radiate in that direction.
So it would have just burst out in front, not like a whole 360.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that's... I don't like that. I try really quickly, just to cast, prestidigitation, and I just, like, attempt to, like, clean Gawain's, like, tabards. Just make sure it's not a lasting effect. It was just a one-time, like, knockout whatever is... Okay, cool. I'm glad you understood what I was saying there.
Yes. No, the prestidigitation happens. This was a momentary dispel, not a area of effect, or a sustained area of effect. These guardians reset to their ready position, heads forward, and blank, expressionless faces fixed ahead, staring through you and through your group.
Okay. DM, I would like to cast Augury.
Okay.
With the planned action being climbing up the cliff and over the wall to the other side. And if that will be a wheel woe or wheel in woe or nothing.
Gotcha. Okay, so this casting time is a minute, so you sort of step back and begin to go through this?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and, as a formation, and step back.
Okay. These statues maintain their position, as you guys don't back up too far. But Misty, what does this look like? Break us off a piece. This is a little bit of a fun moment.
Which part? The actual climbing or the
casting of it.
Oh, the casting. So I am going to actually pull out from a little pouch on my side. I'm going to pull out some little knuckle bones, and just kind of while I'm sitting there on Cassie's back, I'll kind of lay out a little makeshift table that's basically just her saddle, and just kind of cast my bones as an attempt for divination.
Gotcha. So you cast your bones and sort of like scatter them, and the rest of you guys, you all see Misty's eyes sort of cloud over in this milky pastel iris. You can still see her eyes as like snowblind, but they cloud over as your vision sort of like dream logic just like jumps to all of a sudden you're over at the gate, and you're up the wall, and land on the other side, and you hear the cracking of stone. You hear the groaning of metal, like just moaning as it like moves and creaks and whirs. And it is whoa.
Got it.
Whoa, dude.
All right, so little bit of information for y'all. Don't climb the walls. It's not a good thing. Trust me, it's really not a good thing.
I don't think I could do that anyway.
Oh, there's a third. So you heard the cracking of stone, the moaning of metal just sort of distorting, as well as a deathly shriek that just sort of echoes through your mind and shocks you back into reality.
Got it. Yeah, a whole lot of pain going over that wall. Don't want to risk it. So I think we might need to figure out a way to go through it.
Or a way around it. If there was one.
Well, I know that going over it's definitely not an option.
Actually, what were our options for going around it?
It's built into, so it goes all the way up to the cliff face on the one side, and it buttresses all the way up against the mountain side on the other. So it almost seems like there's a rock shelf that was carved here. The mountain goes up, goes in for the road, and then goes back up, and there's the gate that crosses and fully bars this way. You could try to climb up the mountain and over. It would be basically a sheer incline, or you could rappel down and over and climb back up to either go around up or around down if you wanted to.
Well, even if we did go like climb up, don't we? Isn't there still like a gap between one cliff and the other?
How do you mean?
Like this is going over a river, isn't it?
No, we're on a mountain pass.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes. So this is less of the bridge itself and this and more the mountain pass. The original map was the big map was a little bit unclear, misleading.
Got it.
We're
Okay, so
we're over the are we past the bridge? I guess that's have we crossed the bridge yet?
Let's say no, the bridge is on the other side of this. No, that's right. The bridge is on the other side of this. So you guys are just in front of the bridge. You guys are coming up the mountain.
right. So what I'm saying is,
on the other
even
side,
if we
yes.
climbed up, we'd still have like the gap between one cliff and the other because there's like water between it.
Yes. Yes. So you would have to. You still have the bridge to go across, which covers this, which bridges the water. Yes. So you have to make it through this gate, and then you have another little bit before you get to the other mountain.
Mm-hmm.
If you zoom in on the big map, there is a down by Luna Lake. There's a couple of little features on it. Right where I'm pinging, that's where these are.
We're on the wrong map.
We're on the wrong map. Of course we are. Let me bring you onto the right one. So right here. So I'll move you guys down here because you are right here.
Okay. So this is like the beginnings of the pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
I'll throw this
Salenka
out there
Pass.
Oh, never mind. I can't do that. Never mind.
Salenka Pass is a known path that you would be familiar with, Riss. And this is a gate on that path.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know anything about the gate?
Not really. This
Let's say,
is
is there
all
anything?
nobody travels Selenka Pass.
Okay.
And it's been so long that nobody really remembers why.
Can I try to remember why? Is
Give me
that
a
something?
history. Give
Yeah,
me a,
okay.
give me
Can
a
I-
history check. This
Can I
would be
Advantage?
Barovian.
Can I do one as well since I kind of grew up in this area of the valley?
Yes. Yes. Both of you can have advantage.
Goody.
Riss for the book and Misty for reasons.
For reasons.
Dirty 20.
22.
22. You guys both know it's Selenka Pass, Selenka Pass, Selenka Pass. And then you land on it. Nobody comes this way. There's nothing down here. And the weather is absolutely treacherous. It is incredibly dangerous. With a 22, there was one account, an old account, which is why Misty isn't necessarily aware of it, from several generations back, alleging that there are some sort of mountain men here in the area, like tribesmen, clansmen, not clansmen, tribesmen
Careful
or
there.
tribesmen or some sort of like primitive clan family that resides up here, but no one has been able to substantiate that claim.
Okay.
Hmm.
I would like to try maybe one more thing. Nedro, I think you might have had a good idea.
The dispelling thing?
If I take the left side, you go on the right side. Follow my lead.
No, no, I'm not following those leads. We're not getting into a Yana situation. Tell me your plan.
So I'm going to stand on the left. I don't know if my token is going to intercept Misty. Oh, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Since we are slightly behind them, if we mage hand, they would have to turn around in order to dispel it.
Mm-hmm.
And it might dispel the fire.
That potentially could work.
It's worth a shot. They didn't
It'd be
attack
really-
us the first time.
It'd be really, 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 really funny if it did, but let's see. I'm gonna do that, and I will mage hand with him.
So mage hands go out and reach for the levers.
So your mage hands go out. You're not trying to be stealthy about this. You're trying to proc the dispel. So very clearly mage handing.
Very undemure, right? That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Unmindful.
Not cutesy.
Um,
Go ahead.
Very aggressive mage handing.
Gawain is just is gunslinger right now, waiting for them to do anything but a dispel. If they do anything in that realm, then he's going to hold some attacks.
Okay. Gotcha. As these mage hands go out, they spin on one foot. Each of them just sort of like half step back to back and swinging their sword around, connecting with their shields. This dispel comes out from them, and based on their orientation, let me see. Cone.
Oh, if it's 2 cones,
90?
then damn.
No, that's not how I wanted to do it.
Or is it?
Bum bum bum. There's not a half. There's not a semicircle or a half sphere.
Guess you could pull out a sphere and just put it like on them and make a Venn diagram or something.
Yeah, because of their orientation right now, the dispel does a, let me see, snapped a corner. It covers this area roughly. I'm not the dimensions necessarily, but that's the like the wall. This dimension is the important one. This is where the dispel starts, just on the opposite edge of the fire.
So
So unfortunately,
even if we manifest our hands specifically here, rather than having the hands come from us, because I think we can just make it appear here.
Mm-hmm.
the
mage hand doesn't have to come from us.
That's
it's
true.
summoned in a spot.
It's summoned in a spot. Okay, so you manifest, and they, in that case, they, it's a full radial from them, and it does hit the fire, and the fire does go out.
That's one problem.
Do they hit
solved.
each other?
Hmm?
Do they hit each other?
Yeah, because we can make them dispel each other too.
They seem unaffected.
I'm gonna put another mage hand literally just between them right here, and see what happens.
A moment later, another mage hand appears, and they are unperturbed by it. They don't move.
Be perturbed, you bastards!
They're still back to back.
Okay, so hear me out. What if we
Also,
just...
good idea, Ivor.
I try.
What if we just fight them?
Everybody give me a perception check. Light-based, I should say.
When they say that out loud, they just throw angry faces.
Riss,
Like, come get it, bitch.
Riss,
16.
use Canis's stats.
This is site-based. This isn't center here.
You told us to remind you.
Also, guess who got a nat 20 on something they have a +0 on?
Nice.
Nice.
So this is site-based. So unfortunately, Canis wouldn't be able to.
I heard
Yes.
scent. Sorry. Can Orion and Canis still just do a perception check, scanning?
This is for sentient beings.
Gotcha.
Also,
Not sentient beings. This is for PCs, I should say.
I'm gonna flavor the nat 20 on perception
Oh.
specifically.
You're Gawain. You were saying for just like the radar.
Hmm?
When you said you were asking for them to also do a perception. Was this for just radar of other creatures, or was this
Yeah.
for the perception that I? Okay,
Kind of both. If whatever they find with a scent check.
I have the standing for Orion. If you want to give me one for Canis, we can add that to the pile.
The 9.
A 9 for Canis. Okay.
Yeah.
Really quick, I wanted to flavor the nat 20 perception. The stereotypical, like in anime or cartoons, when a character with glasses notices something, they have like a little like bling on their glasses, but it'll be on his blue sunglasses. They go like a little sheen, like bling, I noticed that.
So we got Ned with a nat 20. Ivor,
12.
Misty,
16.
Gawain,
21.
21, and Riss,
7.
7. Misty, Gawain, and Ned. The fire goes out, and your angles see something on the inner walls here. Here and here. It appears to be some sort of symbols or runes carved into the stone itself before you realize that they're there before the fire manifests as it remained dormant for 1 minute.
And there are symbols in the handouts.
Let me look.
Are the the symbols to Nedro look like basic, like, hey, this is a spell I'm casting that's gonna just be there, kind of simple kind of things?
No, this appears to be text.
Text in what language?
With a natural 20, it appears to be... What languages do you speak?
Gonna go check that. Nope, that's not what I need. Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Dwarvish.
Abyssal, Common, and Thieves' Cant.
Gawain noticed too. Oh, I mean, I don't know if the...
Gawain noticed, but he didn't... you're the only one who got a natural 20.
I got a natural 19.
Ned, give me an intelligence check. It's not a language that you know, but it may be a language that you recognize.
I'm gonna use an inspiration. Ooh, guess we got another nat 20 with inspiration.
Hey!
Damn, who am I, Gawain? What is this?
This, without question, was Abyssal.
I'm pretty sure someone here speaks Abyssal.
I does.
With that nat 20, am I able to replicate those with a minor illusion for her to read?
No, not with a natural 20, or even not even with a natural 20. That was just too quick. The runes were unfamiliar, and you just noticed like the script, like you can recognize a Cyrillic script, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to recreate all of the details of it.
Okay, Misty. If we can dispel it again, Ivor and I, you can take a quick look and maybe attempt to read it in the minute that it's off.
I'll give it a chance.
Ready, Ivor? And we will mage hand again to get that to see if it dispels and see if Misty can, in fact, read what it says.
The mage hand goes off. Mage hands apparate. The dispels go out. Misty, give me a perception check.
Guide yourself.
I will go ahead and guide myself. Just because I can. Which is not going to help much. You said perception?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 14.
14. In the minute that in the 60 seconds that these flames are down, you get part of it. And so you guys have to replicate it a couple of times, and then you have to do it again and move to the other side. As there are, it's pretty substantial what's carved here into the walls. It translates roughly...
For a fun time, call...
800
2300 Empire.
.com.
Or maybe it's a
Amazing.
JG Wentworth jingle.
Wentworth.
877 cash now.
It translates to it's free real estate, just repeated over and over and over and over and over again. But it translates to this. One side, I will uphold the chivalrous traditions of the Ursai people and the natural law of the Fae and her allies. I shall pledge my life in service to these values. The other side, my heart knows only virtue, my blade defends the helpless, my might upholds thy weak, my words speak only truth, my wrath undoes thy wicked, my knowledge defeats ignorance, my skills be taught to thy willing, my temper be held by patience, my aid to those who seek it.
Hmm. Does that sound familiar at all to Gawain?
No.
Does that sound familiar at all to
Any of us?
Riss or Misty? Ned asked specifically to them.
Mm-mm.
Does anyone know who the Ursari people are? And what the natural law of the Fae is?
I would probably know something about the Fae.
I was gonna say, looks at the Fae.
You,
I mean, to be fair, a lot of the party is Fae, but a different meaning.
all
Very true.
right, one sec, Yana. I mean,
Misty. The other me. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do.
I mean, while the DM does that to the party, I mean, if we could maybe, well, I guess obviously, first of all,
Yeah.
know who the Ursari people are and what the natural law of Fae are. If it aligns with, our goals, we could always say that we are in fact aligned with those as well, and maybe that'll get us past.
Maybe.
And I did say we would have to be because I'm assuming a level of honesty is required. But like if the
Well,
Ursari
did
people are
they?
out murdering like babies and pillaging, I'm not going to exactly align with that.
Right, but wouldn't they have already been able to tell that, though?
Not if we don't state it. It might be a pledge we have to make as I mean, I don't know. Magic can be
I
a
think
lot
the
of things.
pledge. I think the pledge is the real statement there, Nedro.
Did the Mr. DM, I know you were, apologies, I know you're
that's okay.
working on something. When Misty, because I'm assuming Misty read this out loud to all of us as she was like translating and everything, did
hmm
the statues react at all?
No.
I mean, again, I think
It was broken up in like what she could translate into 60 seconds, and then you guys had to do your thing, so it was sort of like chopped into
Okay. The rest would
two or
have pulled
three
out a notebook
portions.
and written it down, because
Mhm.
obviously I read it out. Specifically the my heart knows only virtue, like the one side.
hmm
I read it in common
Just,
because I don't know Abyssal, but
mhm.
I just say it like as you did. Do they react?
Are you directing it to the statue specifically, it sounds like?
Yeah.
Okay. That feels like a yeah.
No, yes, yes, I am directing
um
it to the
Course I am.
statues.
no reaction.
Okay. Just wanted to check. I was like, maybe that's the key. Maybe
no
that's
wait,
the
hold
key.
on. We can
I mean,
try two things. One, we can try saying the entire thing to them. And if that doesn't work, then we can have Misty say the entire thing in Abyssal to them.
well, just kind of given what I know from having grown up in the area, I can't be 100% certain. Probably maybe even like 25% certain at best. But I think the Arsari might possibly be referring to the mountain peoples that live in the area.
Hmm.
And I've never heard this poem before, but kind of feels like it might be about one of the Fanes. Not sure
I
which one, though.
mean, do the mountain people here have any sort of reputation?
The mountain people are unconfirmed legend.
What I mean is, like, do they have a reputation for like being dicks, being part of like being on Strahd's side?
No, only because their existence isn't even a fact, isn't even a sure fact. So nobody knows one way or the other.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna stand like not within stabbing range of the statues, but in front of them.
Mhm.
And I will, in common, because they do not speak Abyssal, although ironically, I'm pretty sure New Ned, no, took Infernal instead, because I had another language. I am going to read the entire thing from beginning to end that was translated off Riss's book that they took notes on.
So you read out the. Go ahead and read it out.
Yeah. So, Lynn, just so you know,
Hi, yes.
Nedro is standing in front of the statues, but not within stabbing range, and took your notes and is going to read it in common in front of them in like one go while addressing them specifically.
Okay.
Wait, you want me to actually say it?
Yes.
Okay.
It seems cinematic.
Okay, here we go. Don't stab me. I will uphold the chivalrous tradition of the Usari people and the natural law of the Fae and her allies. I shall pledge my life in service to these values. My heart knows only virtue. My blade defends the helpless. My might upholds the weak. My words speak only truth. My wrath undoes the wicked. My knowledge defeats ignorance. My skills be taught to the willing. My temper to be held by patience. My aid to those who seek it.
And as you finish this last line, both of these statues just sort of like step backward and rotate in tandem. Sheath the sword. Well, one of them sheathes their sword, one of them stows their shield, and with their free hand, they each reach to they each have a lever, and they both at the same time the portcullis lifts up, and the flames are extinguished, and they each step off to the side.
That was right. I just didn't read the
Wade's
whole
clear.
thing. I thought one side would get one of them, like not the other, not the whole, like for both. But that's fine. Good job, Ned.
Well, good job, everybody.
Yes.
And then I will look towards both the statues and say, thank you. So shall we head through?
With haste. Before this fire reignites.
Well, lead the way.
And you guys hustle through. Excellent. Whee! Okay.
Ooh. What is on the right? The tower?
Yes.
Looks to be a tower. Shall we explore it?
I'm assuming Orion can't fit through the door.
He could squeeze in. He would be scraping the sides and
Okay.
It would
rushing
get
in because
really crowded in there.
it'll get real crowded real quick.
Okay,
Depending on how
I'll
many of
leave-
you guys want to bring him in.
I'll leave Orion out here. How do I change him? Come on.
Right click and then multi-sided choose side.
This token isn't a multi-sided token.
There should have
Oh.
been one for them though.
Mm-hmm.
I did make one.
Yep. So it would be, Gawain. You should be able to flip your character token back and forth,
Mhm.
if you need to.
Sorry, and this is like, what exactly does it
No,
look
I don't
like?
see it. So this ground floor is, let me see.
And also to be clear, going this way is like the actual path through the thingy we're going to, right?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a side house.
The door. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Okay,
The door seems to be stuck.
I'm gonna magnify density. Give myself advantage as I just concentrate the gravity of the localized area into my foot and just donkey kick the door.
Gawain approaches, takes 2 steps up these stairs. The second one hits, and then the stone cracks underneath him as this magnified gravity hits. What was that, athletics?
Math. 21.
21. This iron-bound door is frozen shut and repels you.
Takes out his axe and is just going to chop at the hinges. If the door doesn't want to come off, he's going to take the door off by removing all of its structure.
Give me another athletics check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Hey.
That does it. Between the weakening of the hinges and the second go at it, it must have been weakened, and like the first blow did some damage. And with your targeted hits and your second go, it scatters into inward in several pieces.
I'm going to very quickly advance through the door and get a scan.
The cold hearth stands across from the door, wind howling down its chimney, and snow has gathered on the around that area as it's fallen down and slowly piled and rolled out of the fire, the cold fireplace. A stone staircase stands on the south wall, and 3 windows look out over a foggy sea.
What you seeing in there, Gawain?
I describe everything to the party, but I'm gonna also, I think, because just to make sure this area is cleared, Gawain's going to continue immediately up the stairs to properly clear the building, to make sure there's not something waiting upstairs for us.
Okay. Headed up the stairs. You are coming out over here. Yeah, it's, you come up into a bit of a stair, like just like an entryway for these stairs. There's a closed door in front of you, as well as a wall on the other side that you would have to sort of step up around and squeeze by before you can really see what's going on. But there does not seem to be any creatures that have presented themselves thus far.
Okay. Is there a keyhole on the door?
Yes.
I'm gonna look
Old
through the
timey,
keyhole.
big old like keyhole. Give me a perception check. We'll say disadvantage.
So are we going inside, y'all, or are we going to stand out here in the snow?
I'm going in.
Yeah, Riss, you gonna move on, or are you gonna lock the door there?
Yeah, it's a natural 1. Sorry, y'all.
It's the wind hits you and it whistles right into your eye as you look through.
I don't mind
Okay.
the cold. And Ivor is going to stay right outside.
The cold doesn't
And-
bother him anyway.
Yes. Even though I don't have any ice magic prepared anyway.
That's
I
a
don't even
mistake. You got to get it now.
And I'm going to re-ritual cast detect magic.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm gonna sneak up to the second floor.
So stealthing up there. Following Gawain. Gawain is out here. You're moving up to the second floor. Riss, are you doing anything in particular? Is Misty heads upstairs?
I'll follow. I'll go upstairs.
Ned, did you say you were staying outside as well?
No, I'm going in.
Okay, got it.
Okay. I'm stuck on stairs.
Oh,
Am I
gotcha,
supposed to be
gotcha.
inside this room?
So there's that's where you are.
I can't see.
Okay,
I
let
mean,
me
I
grab
can't-
you.
Yes, I don't know where I'm going.
I'm stuck on the stairs going up to the next level.
Yes. Yep. So there's a little wall that you have to shimmy your way around.
Let's see.
So
wait, there's nothing on the ground floor?
Huh? What? Where do I? What?
Nothing we found.
True. Can
So
I
yes.
do an investigation and see if there's anything cool here?
There's walls in the way.
There are walls in the way. You may.
I'm stuck on the stairs.
I specifically described a wall that you can't see over. You have to shimmy past.
I'm
Go ahead
trying. It's not letting me.
Well, no, like the token won't do it. I'll move your tokens if that's what you
Okay.
guys are doing. Go ahead and give me an investigation, Ned. And you guys are shimmying through, easy enough to do. Just taking a second. You guys pull through into this area.
Oh my god, I am going tonight. Holy shit.
Wow!
Damn.
That is
The
your
upper
third
level.
nat 20 in 4 rolls.
That is.
This is literally more nat 20s than I've rolled in my whole D&D career combined. Like, they've all been tonight.
It's been wild. I rolled several nat 20s last night and today in my prep, so this is
Is
phenomenal.
this what it feels like to be Dalton and to succeed at everything?
I know.
Right.
It's fantastic. The upper level of this tower is an ice box with windows set in almost every wall. A rusted iron ladder bolted to the floor. Hold on. Just kidding. Windows set into almost every wall that you saw from the outside. From the inside, you only see a certain amount based on how the walls are set up within. Mounted above the stone hearth here is a dire wolf's head. It's very large. And the wind coming down the chimney howls, almost as though the dire wolf continues to bemoan its state. Natural 20 on your investigation check. You look around. This place has been long abandoned. You can be sure that there's nothing of value left here. On a natural 20, you are also aware of what happens outside as Ivor, your ritual casting on Matar, and you are just sort of not fully everywhere in your perception since you're doing the spell casting, and you don't realize until they're on top of you as barreling down from the gates. Excuse me, not from the gates. Barreling down from the cliff above is a number of lupine figures snarling and growling and just like salivating. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Werewolves or wolves, by the way?
Split second, it's not entirely. It's werewolves.
Got it. before the initiative check goes, because everyone else is upstairs, I'm gonna yell, "Werewolves!"
Well, you're not with your nat 20. You're aware of this, so we'll
Oh.
we'll get to everyone becoming aware of it.
Got it. Okay.
So dropping down.
Oh shit!
Um,
I remember
So
up
upset.
on. Just so you know, my initiative is a +5. That's because I temporarily, up until I have alert right now, but I won't have alert on the next Nedro.
okay. Okay.
But this
Got it.
also allows me to swap my initiative with somebody else. It's the oh wait, hold on. Is I'm using the new alert or the old alert? Probably it should be the old one. So let me take that part off. Yeah, give me a sec so I can take that off because it should be the old alert that I'm using. That doesn't allow me to do that.
Got it. Okay. So let's go down the line. Riss, what did you get for initiative?
23 with a natural 20.
Nice.
So upset
Okay.
at my nat 20. That's my
Ivor.
nat 20 for the next 4 sessions.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Misty.
23.
Very nice. Ned.
23.
Also a 23.
Add a +7.
Amazing.
I have a +7 just for today, or
And
whenever you let
Gawain.
me switch.
Gawain got a 5 because apparently they've stolen all my luck.
Look, you can't have it every night. You gotta like be generous with it.
Listen,
What?
I never have good luck, okay?
What a turn of events.
Yep.
I will also say I rolled phenomenally on the initiative for these guys as well. So we are all, Gawain is the only one who's below 20. This is wild. This never happens. So we'll do that. All right, so let's switch this over to a little more fantastic music. As you look up, as these two smaller werewolves are just flying at you, like not literally flying, but just like anime running at you, arms all the way back out, straight, elbows flat, and this enormous hulking werewolf also just drops, much larger and much hardier than the other ones appear to be. The ambushers also rolled a natural 20 for a total of 24. So they are going to rush in and are going to, let's see.
Bless you. Is that a sneeze?
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
They're gonna move over here, bounce off the wall, like sort of like leap up and kick off the wall to land here, and are going to do the same thing here. You do get an attack of opportunity from Cesar if he would like to use his reaction, because no one is surprised. These guys aren't stealthing in. But if he wants to use his reaction, he may take an attack of opportunity.
And he gets that reaction on my turn?
He gets his reaction on the werewolf's turn. Oh, when he gets it back?
Yes.
Yes, on your turn. Top of your turn, you and he will both get your reaction back.
Fire axe. Just whoop.
Go for it.
Just double check the damage on that. Oh no, Cesar! My baby boy.
Father, help!
Oh, he can talk now. I forgot.
Every time I see that, every time I see anything with that audio of like, "This is my baby boy." Yes, father. Oh no, my boy, father, help! I think of Ivor and Cesar.
Cesar tries to take his reaction, and he's trying to like the cold kind of messes with him because he's not used to this cold anymore, and he swings and just dun, dun, and goes full swing, misses, spins around, and he's like, "Wait a minute."
Oof, big whiff. As it just bounds past him. They're both going to go in for a round of attacks. This first one is going to target Matar. They are flanking, so they have advantage. And that is a... Let's see. 15 feet to a creature. Claw attack. Okay. That is... Claw attack is dirty 20 to hit Matar, which I believe hits.
Yep.
This first attack will be 4, 8, 12, 15, 20 points of slashing damage.
Hey.
And I need a strength save from Matar.
He has a wait. Is this magic, or
No.
is this just a regular strength save?
This is effectively a pounce. So he's trying to, as it just like the rushes up at him, just slashes. Matar sort of whinnies and raises up backwards. Yes, so 20 slashing damage on the first strike, and I need that strength save.
19.
19 is a success. Rights himself is going in for a second attack. That is 15 to hit, which I think will just miss.
Yes.
I rolled another 1 on the damage dice. What is going on today? Bonus action, even less. Even at advantage does not make it. One big hit and the other 2 miss. Against you, Ivor, this other one is going to target you, wishing that its companion had done better on Matar.
He brought him down to half health.
My boy, listen, he had 3 attacks and he only hit with 1. The first one is going to miss with a 9. Second one is definitely going to hit with a 22. That is 9 plus 11 is 20, plus 7 is 27 points of slashing damage, as just rakes his claws across you. However, he did not get enough movement to pounce, and he is going to make his third attack.
You said the first one, the second attack was how much damage?
27, I believe. And then the second one is also just the 13. Which will also miss. So darting in, but I need a concentration check on detect magic if you are going to continue trying to cast it on your turn.
We're in combat. No.
Okay, so you drop it automatically. All right, so that is both of the ambushers. Risk, give me a perception check.
I need.
Well, because you're up in next in initiative.
Okay. 18.
18. You hear the clatter of something going on outside. So you're aware of some sort of activity, but you do not have a clear line of sight to see what it is.
DM,
Yes.
we have telepathic links with all of our mounts.
And that's true. So Riss is up to date. So Canis can update Riss if he would like to.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not gonna do that.
Nah, I
They'll
don't think
figure it
so.
out. They'll figure it out.
That's true.
I guess I'll
Okay, so-
go. Is it my turn?
It is now your turn, yes.
I'll go running down the stairs carefully.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement will get you here, shimmying past Gawain and past the that weird bit of wall.
And as I do, I'll say there's something going on outside. In case the other this getting to here gets me 20. Is that what you said?
Yes, 20 feet of movement gets you there.
Can I theoretically how much action would it take for me to open a window?
Cesar.
Depends on the window.
I didn't say break, I said open.
Open a window, that would be like an object interaction. So you could do that once for free on your turn if you wanted to.
Okay, I'd love to. Can I get here? Sorry, here, and then open this window,
Yeah, absolutely.
and then I'm gonna, I don't know, shoot something out of it. Can I see? What can I see from the window?
You can see Orion and Canis. You can, if you stick your head out, you can see Orion and Canis. You see a corner of Cassie and a part of a very large furred form.
This, right? Whatever
yeah,
this
so
guy is.
you guys get, or you get effectively like that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And above. So he does have I'll give him a half cover if you're doing an attack roll.
Okay. Half cover is what? Plus
Plus
2?
2. Yep.
Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you understood what I was going for. Second question, how high up are we?
You are up 10, up, you're 20 feet up. Since it was
Okay.
about 10 feet up to the base level here, and then 20 feet, another 10 feet up to the next level.
I want to do. Sorry, I'm trying to decide what I want to do.
I'll say we have Misty on deck then.
Okay, got it.
Oh, you know what? We got Misty and Ned on deck. With 23s each. So you guys can act together if you wanted to do anything special.
Well, we're in two different locations, so.
Yeah, we can't. I know exactly
That's
what
true.
I want to do though, and it could potentially help.
Well,
The
I
other
might be
person.
able to see Ned. Okay, I was thinking about Misty stepping down on to Canis.
That could work.
I'm just trying to figure
Oh.
out what I would do.
Also,
With-
there's no reason the mounts can't still take their turns.
Correct.
Right.
Exactly.
Move and take their turns.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do that. I'll Misty step down onto I'll like just literally just onto Candace's back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's within the 20.
Mhm. Yes.
And this can go away. Be gone. Um
Be gone.
Amazing.
Be gone with ye.
so that's my bonus action. God, I don't know what to do. We'll just firebolt, because why not? This guy.
Okay. So yeah, no longer half cover, obviously.
Oh God, it's not gonna hit. It's an 11.
11 will just miss. He's a big guy, but he's also quick.
I rolled a 3.
He's quicker than you anticipated.
Yeah.
His eyes flare as you sort of like teleport down, and he ducks, and it explodes harmlessly against the cliffside.
Does Canis fit here? Can I get in like right here?
No. That's gonna be You could move and then move back. You can't end your turn in that space because you would
Okay,
be
I wanted to block this werewolf in, but I can't stand there. So
correct.
I'll go here instead, and I'll hit this guy. Canis will attack this man.
Okay.
Because I don't want any attacks of opportunity. And I have pack tactics.
Yes.
Thanks,
at advantage.
Cassie. Oh, Canis rolls good, but I don't. 23 to hit.
23 will absolutely hit.
He needs to make a DC 13 strength save, which I'm sure he will make. That's 10 damage to him and his face.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He succeeds on the strength save with ease. And Canis, although summoned, is not inherently magical himself in terms of his teeth and claws. They are effectively mundane implements that clamp down and do not break the skin.
Oh.
He does not sustain any damage, despite the in very good form, and like he's hit, but the damage just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The silvered weapons for all the mounts is literally the next thing on Gawain's list when we go back to Vallaki.
Mm-hmm.
Note for Ivor: make magical grills for the mounts.
Okay,
that's gonna be a chore and a half.
That's my turn. My turn is complete now.
Okay, sounds
Apologies.
good. No, you all good. We got Misty and Ned.
Sarah, do you mind if I go first?
Go for it.
Okay.
You're closer anyways.
And you know me, I like being close. That is my main fighting style.
Exactly.
I say this as I actually do get closer in order to validate what I'm going to do. Or attempt to do. I'm going to go over here. What the hell? Here. That was 15 feet of my 25 feet that'll soon be upgraded to 30 feet. So I should be able to get a good look at what's going on over here. And next, I am going to make attempts at shit. I'm gonna cast slow, but I'm also gonna heighten it specifically on the big guy. And obviously it's only going to affect the 3 things that are not my allies. So I need from everything that's not my ally, a 19 DC wisdom save, and the big guy has disadvantage.
The big guy has a disadvantage. Well, that flattens out the resilient hide he has. So the big guy, and you said it's a what kind of save?
Wisdom save of 19.
19. Let me pull up this guy. Wisdom. That's an 18. He rolled so well. He only gets a +2. All right, so yeah, he is slowed.
And how about the other 2 mini guys? Well, mini compared to him.
Yeah, compared to him. The other two guys. You said 19. Yeesh. Nope. And nope.
All right. So to remind everybody, -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saves. So go for that dex, bitches. It can't use reactions. On its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. It can move. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can not make more than one attack. I don't think these are spellcasters, so that part doesn't matter.
Yeah, no spells here.
I thought this affected movement. Oh yeah, its speed is halved. So speed halved, -2 to AC, and dexterity saves. No reactions. It can only action or bonus action, not both. But it can still use its half movement.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't think there's anything I can actually do that would be cool with my bonus action, but let me double check, because after this it'll be Ares' turn. Nope. Okay. And then I need to look at the, let me just get rid of the slow effect. And of course I am concentrating. Oh, and hold on, I'm gonna do one more thing. I moved 15 feet originally. I'm gonna move 10 feet back and just chill here. Would Ares be able to do this? Based off like positioning, and also would he take an opportunity attack from this guy if he were to do this?
He doesn't get a reaction, so no opportunity attacks.
Oh right, I just got rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I literally just did that. Would Ares effect be able to do this, move here and then here in a straight line through all these things, or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. That is exactly what he's going to do. So he's going to move down and then in a straight line and do a melee attack against this guy. So let me do the attack first. Does a 19 hit?
Absolutely.
All right. I know that you said he had resilient hide, so the first part is the bludgeoning damage, which I'm guessing is going to be halved. So that's 11 halved to 5.
So
of bludgeoning.
This is the. Let me double check.
This is a ram. Its attacks are not magical.
It is not magical. So you just. He.
But it also does 1d6 of force damage. Hold on.
1d6 of.
So that was 5 bludgeoning and 5 force. And because if the ram moved at least 20 feet, which in this case is 30, towards a target, immediately before the hit, the target must succeed on a DC 14 strength save or have the prone condition.
Success.
Yeah, I figured, but it was worth a try.
And so this would be. So the Ares just like lowers. And like his, you can imagine like all of the bits of his spinal area just sort of like lining up and just creating this battering ram as he just explodes into the this hulking werewolf, and just the entire impact is just absorbed.
Not the entire. There's still 6 force damage. I mean,
there
5
is
force damage.
The okay, yes. So yes, that the force damage does go through. You said 5. All right. And it's he definitely like flexes with it, whereas with Canis it was no reaction whatsoever. But yeah, so just he just tanks most of that hit before like a low guttural like just sort of escapes and just rumbles through, and you feel it more than you hear it.
Got it. So that was 30 feet of Ares' movement.
Mhm.
He still has 20 left, which he will
boy.
utilize to not be next to him. Because of course you would not want to be next to him.
Of course.
He takes after me.
Okay.
Crap, that's dumb. Hold on. Like, I don't know. This is snapping really weird. Just put it fucking here. All right. And that will be the end of my turn.
Works for me. That brings us on to Misty and
Alright.
Cassie.
Um,
Misty, at this point, Cassie beams you like, this is what's happening, and you are up to date on what's going on. You just saw Riss duck out of the window. After being alerted, like, hey, something's happening. Now you know what's happening.
So by walking around Gawain and hopping over the banister and down the stairs, would I be able to get into the doorway down here? With my 30 feet.
See.
And I will take the fall damage if there is any.
Yes. I'll say 30 feet will get you down to down there. There will be, we'll say 2d6
Parkour.
for the stairs. Exactly.
I'm stuck in the wall.
Double sixes.
Ooh,
Damn.
That's fine.
12 points of fall damage.
damn.
Alright, so I get to...
Ankle check.
Thomas.
I want
Yes.
to get right there. So
Wrecked his ankles.
12.
They have -2 to AC. I mean, yeah, that.
Yeah. So as I sneak up behind this one in the doorway, I'm going to stretch out my hand and cast Hex on the big one.
Okay.
Which means that he will now have disadvantage on strength ability checks,
Okay.
which means all of his attacks.
Well, that's not an ability check.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, ability checks is
Oh.
just like a strength check or athletics. But for grapples, that's helpful.
Yes, so I'll do that either way. But let's see. Anytime I do an attack against him, he'll take an additional 1d6 necrotic damage.
Mhm.
But since I'm not close enough to him, I'm instead going to pull out my moon-touched rapier and stab this asshole right in front of me.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it. He does have you said a -2 to AC because of slow.
Touched. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. So
Ivor, you are kind of on deck then.
that's a 25 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Miss.
And let's see, 8 points of piercing.
Okay. With the moon touched, it is magical, so it just sinks all the way in. Like yelps and then snarls in pain. As at the last second he realized you were there and began to slowly turn. It's almost like he's moving through mud or in slow motion, affected by the spell that Ned is holding on to at the moment.
Okay, so that's movement, action, bonus action. So let's see what Cassie will do. She's not magical, so most she can do is get away.
I will say, I would allow, because of the spell link, like any spell that affects you also affects your mount. I would say, because it's a fine steed, I would let her benefit from Hex. If you wanted to try to do a little bit of damage. Otherwise, you can go ahead and get her out of there because he doesn't have a reaction right now.
In that case, we'll definitely do some damage.
Okay. Or do both.
Or do both. Yeah, that's a great point.
Damage and get away.
Mhm.
So let's see. That is a 15 to hit on a bite attack,
Oh, yeah.
which does 9 points of piercing damage.
So, yeah, so the piercing obviously just passes. Just go ahead and roll the d6 for Hex.
Yep. 3.
Okay.
3 necrotic.
A little bit of 3 necro.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah.
And she will back out over here.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. It is now this big boy's turn. Now that it's his turn, everyone who's out here, that would be Ned, Ivor, so everyone but Gawain, go ahead and give me a intelligence check.
Wait, didn't Ned dip back in?
He was out here. He's seen it.
Oh, if you lay... okay.
Don't tell me what I've seen.
Just straight intelligence. I can't
Yes.
add anything fancy to
No.
it.
This is effectively a memory check.
Mine's gay intelligence, and it was a 13 I got.
21.
19.
19, 13, yeah, all of those are decent. Ivor?
19.
19, yeah. All of you guys would be... You guys would have told Misty about this. The werewolf that... I think it was Caustic was turning into the juggernaut, which was notably more resilient than the already resilient werewolves. This seems to be one of them.
Not
he's
caustic specifically, though.
No, this isn't. No, not necessarily. I suppose it could be. It's unclear. You don't know the identity, but this is that genre that you know. And with those roles, you guys would all be aware that they are obviously immune to. They're immune to both. They're immune to non-silvered, and they are at anything non-silvered, and they are resistant to all other weapon damage. There needs to be silver and magic at the same time through held actions or tandem initiatives in order to fully overcome all of the defenses here and deal full damage. These guys are tanks. And they are gonna be. He's gonna be a real hard one to put down.
That's specifically for physical damage, though, correct?
Correct. Magic is magic, but in terms of weapons, there needs to be silver and magic of some kind at the same time. So it could be a silvered weapon attack plus a firebolt if you guys wanted to, something like that.
Or
But otherwise,
Gawain.
everything's gonna be.
Is the Moontouch blade silvered by any chance?
No, it's not.
No.
The dread axes.
Hey.
Is the Dread Axe silver? Oh, because you got it silvered.
Yes, I did, because you keep throwing fucking werewolves at us, DM.
What can I say? There's a limited pool of stuff that I can pull from.
Yeah, I might have to do that for Cesar moving on.
All right, so he is slowed. Does he get to make another save at the end of his turn? Ned?
Let me remember. Probably.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Which sucks, because I heightened it, and the new heightened, he had a disadvantage every turn, not just the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, there was buffs and nerfs.
Okay.
Well done. A creature affected by spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of their turns.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
At the end.
So
Okay.
he has to spend this turn still affected by it, so it's still
Mhm.
something.
So he is going to lunge out almost in slow motion at you, Riss.
on.
But only for one attack.
But only for one attack.
At me, Riss, or at Canis?
At you, Riss.
Oh, great.
That is a 16,
No! Stuck it!
which misses. What is your AC?
17.
Really? Interesting. That seems like a problem. Okay.
What do you
Would
mean? What do you
is that from mage armor?
Yeah.
That
Wait.
would have been dispelled. Unless you would have recast it.
I would have recast it.
Okay, go ahead and mark off that spell slot. But
Yeah, I'm gonna mark.
It'll still stand.
So sorry.
That's okay.
Wait.
That's okay. I just had the thought.
Hold on. Why?
Oh crap! I'm gonna have to recast mine too then.
Yeah. So you
I
can.
feel like my character sheet is lying to me somehow.
You can have already just mark off that extra spell slot.
I feel like they would have recast it when Ivor was ritual casting.
Yeah, I feel like that definitely would have. You guys would have been aware of it.
I'm
moving
so
forward.
confused.
So,
Where is
Can you
this
not find it?
extra point coming from? Because
Actually, you know what?
The extra point comes from the Tome of Strahd.
thank you.
If you
Thank
click on your
you.
armor class, it'll tell you where each thing comes from.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Apologies. I was like, where is this? Where is this extra one coming from?
Not a worry. But yes. Those of you with mage armor, go ahead and mark that off for the recasting. But yes, the 16
Yeah.
misses as you're able to dance out of the way, and he's just too slow thanks to this this spell.
Thanks, Ned.
Yeah. That is a natural 1 and a natural 7, so he is still affected.
Wow.
Good.
Lucky, because that also means you can move and not get the reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. Yes. I'm very glad about that. Isn't their movement halved as well when you slow them?
Yes.
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 Okay.
And so you can just make faces at them afterwards.
That brings us to Ivor with Gawain on deck.
So, if there is room. Oh, wait. Where's my ruler? It's like somewhere in here. Actually, would this tiny wall, if I cast my manifest echo here, would another I4 fit here?
Does it have to be somewhere you can see?
I can see here.
Well, your token can. There's not enough space for you to actually manifest an echo inside the building. You don't have like the right line of sight. You would have to move and reorient yourself.
You do have to be able to see it within 15 feet of you.
Yeah.
And when you manifest your echo, it does not manifest your mount. It would just be you.
Understood. That's why I was asking, like, what would an Ivor fit there? But if not,
in theory, you just don't have the correct line of sight for that at the current moment.
okay.
You could also just haul ass over here because you're got so much range.
I do, but I still want to steady aim.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
if you manifest echo, you can't.
Because it's a bonus action to echo.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. So I would only be able to sharpshooter, correct?
Yes, if you did the echo.
Okay, so I am going to. Where do I want to put them?
Ah, yes. Feel my pain. I didn't have enough bonus actions when I was playing my Echo Knight. I was like, I can't.
So you should always have an echo up if you're an echo knight because they don't
Oh.
have a time limit on them.
I did. It was like combat of like it would go down. I was like, I want it, but I also want to teleport, and I also wanted to bring my shield out. That was such a problem.
Yeah,
But it was
I'll
a
put
fun
mine
problem.
over here, or as close to here as possible.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll just drag out. I'll have to make you like a grayscale version of your token.
Mhm.
But we'll just put an Ivor here that you can move around to wherever you need. For now, we'll flip him upside down so you know he's the
Inverse Ivor.
Yes. The Ivor from the Upside Down.
What does
so
this
what does-
Ivor look like?
Exactly.
Yes. So
Who did we pull?
this one has a very similar rifle. However, he wants to use it for hunts and game. This Ivor almost has a southern drawl and is wearing almost, for those of you in chat and those of you who don't know what a ghillie suit is, it's almost instead of Ivor's normal cape, it is a suit that will camouflage you and blend into your environment. And he's just like, God damn it, a mission. Where the fuck am I?
Is this Ivor in the multiverse of madness, basically?
This is
Yes.
pretty much what
Yep.
we're going for.
Yeah.
Was he just... I think Ivor could use a little more gasoline. Love it. I love it. All right.
Like,
So
he
bonus
said-
action
like-
manifest. Yep. Go ahead.
And it seems like this Ivor almost sounds like he has like a dip in, like a lip in.
I'm here for the lore that says because he's from a flying hyper advanced mage city that they're all just like deep hillbillies up in the sky. Like this is the uber rich and the uber powerful and they're all just hillbillies and it's like who gave them all of this power and
They're
authority?
just-
This is terrifying.
Just jet powered hovering tractors, just fucking.
Amazing.
So yeah, so he's there, ghillie suit, kind of confused for a moment. So normal Ivor would just be like, I'll explain in a moment. Everything will be fine. I almost threw a little twang on that too. Anyway,
Affecting me. Ah! Amazing.
so sharpshooter, this one
Okay.
might as well, because flank.
Yes.
Stay in the dice straight. Please. Thank you. Good. Even better, natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Go for it.
See what that means. Sharpshooter. Yeah. 4D. Yeah, 4D12. Yeah, 4D12 plus 15.
Yes.
That sounds right.
Mhm.
Come on, mighty dice. $34 plus 15.
34, 44, 49.
49.
Oh my gosh. Huge hit. Rocked with your now magical gun because of your infusion. Full damage.
Yes, silver bullets.
Excellent. This is not this is not one of the juggernauts. This guy
Oh.
seems to be fully affected by magical weapons just as much as you would be with silvered.
We should get you silver bullets.
We really should. That's an oversight on our part.
GM, how's that one looking?
Real bad. Like he went from fine to very bloodied.
My baby boy. magical weapon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, you use your bonus action, so he can't attack.
Okay, we'll just close him in.
You get a
And-
second fire, though.
Yeah.
And if you want, you have Unleash Incarnation, so you can attack a third time from your Echo's position.
Yeah, that's it. This one that doesn't go down. So saving that for this. But it would be cool.
Yep, so go ahead and roll that up.
Sharpshooter on
On the other one. Okay, got it.
and I'll let my my new one maybe finish this one off if he hits. Okay. 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
All right. Damage normally. Oh, that's 20.
Plus, oh, that's good. Okay, cool. All right.
Did you sharpshooter that one?
I did.
And that's what the plus 15, the damage dice rolled very low.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it right.
Yeah.
All right.
And all right, I don't know what's going on, but y'all seem to be shooting these here, whatever these look like wolves, but whatever. Wham!
Have you considered making a character that's fully Southern?
Maybe.
That's a great accent for you. Maybe Caesar flips himself to Southern once he goes full Warforged.
I learned it from you, Dad.
I learned. You're the one who you learned me this.
Let me make my Southern come out. Stop it.
Well,
Keep
Say
going,
that
keep going.
thing.
all right.
Choose this here freedom seed.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit. You said the unleash is going after the first guy? Okay, perfect.
All right.
And that was sharpshootered as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
29.
Oh, yeah. Barely holding on.
And
All right. I believe that's everything you got, unless you wanted to move, or unless Matar has some stuff he can do. Go for it.
well, Matar can't really.
He has an
Yeah.
action. He's within range of both of them.
Yeah, but
Worst case, they take half or no damage. We'll find out.
yeah, that's true.
You still
But
have
seeing as-
60 feet of movement to haul ass afterwards, anyways.
True. What are your attacks? Hooves.
I think it's a
Just hooves.
Yep.
Yeah, because I don't have enough leeway to do a trampling charge.
It'd be wild if they had a bite attack.
I mean,
Like a zebra should be able to bite somebody because that's like really what they do in the wild.
listen, y'all get a horse bite? Y'all ever gotten a horse bite before? It is not to be trifled with.
It definitely pinches a little bit.
It's a
Yeah.
bite that does bludgeoning damage.
Sorry, I'm a Yankee. I wouldn't know.
You and me both, brother. All right, so let's see, +6 to hit. 15 plus 6. All right.
21.
Yep,
29.
that'll hit. What type of damage does it do? Just bludgeoning.
Yeah.
So it rears
Two
back
boosts.
and just sort of like impacts, but does not leave any. It connects, but doesn't impact whatsoever. Immune to the non-magical, non-silvered.
Skedaddle.
All right. You can go ahead and move. That brings us to Gawain. Orion beams up to you what's going on, so you are fully up to date on everything, and it is your turn.
Oh, actually, can
15.
Caesar?
Good.
Sorry, can Caesar use the rest of his movement to move like here?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so it does take an extra 5 to squeeze back through around that wall, so that would be 5, 10, 15, 20 to get you there.
Okay. Can I? Yeah, can I just yeet myself out the window and try to land on Orion's saddle?
You can.
I will take the fall damage.
Okay, that's fine. Give me an acrobatics check just to see how well you can angle this.
That is absolutely fair. Which dice? Which ones? Who's going to behave better? We'll see. Wow, they both behave really badly.
Who are you? And what have you done with with Gawain?
I haven't done my dice ritual in a couple of weeks, and I think they're pissed.
Where's the rose water?
I forgot.
Guys, he's not manifesting it. He's stealing it from us.
I knew there was
That's
a
an
reason he
18.
kept targeting me and my black smoke.
What'd you get?
18 on the acrobatics check.
18.
That's a good number.
Yeah. You do land on the saddle, but it's like fully like landing on a car, just like.
Yeah.
And
I
7
imagine
points
so.
of 7 points of fall damage.
And Orion takes 20 points of Gawain damage
Yeah,
because you're
right.
heavy.
Orion does take 3 points.
I was
as you
joking.
land
Don't,
on
don't
him.
just do that.
No, he landed on another creature, but he only takes half of it. So yeah, Orion takes 3, you take 7. But you can orient yourself up onto the saddle easily enough.
Okay. So we'll just go ahead and delete that boyo. And now on the saddle. Okay. Do I want to finish this guy off, or do I want to go take on this guy? DM,
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong. Last time we faced one of these juggernauts, I'm pretty sure that Gawain defeated it by commanding it to revert
I don't
with
think
the
you
command
guys
spell.
didn't fight one of these. You had you had a standoff with Caustic.
I think we started fought him.
I don't
we?
think you. Well, he was. We were in initiative, but it was. You did command him to revert. He was. Yes, you did. It wasn't out in the wild, but the short answer is yes.
Okay.
we were trying to
Does it
talk it down.
sound? Yeah. Does it sound feasible to try to do that?
You can certainly try. It will
That's not an
be.
answer at all.
I'll give this to you for free. You suspect it is going to be much more difficult with somebody who is feral and not in a containment chamber designed to try to help him control his transformations.
Okay. You know what? We're going to take the Yana approach, which is we can talk sense into them when they're unconscious.
I've taught you all so well. I'm so proud.
You know what? I'm gonna go here. From what Orion has been telling me, from what he informed me, how were these werewolves attacking primarily? I'm assuming piercing and slashing.
Bites and claws. You can make whatever implication, inference from there.
Okay, so piercing, slashing. That's what I'm gonna assume. Cool. Going supernova.
Okay.
Steven, you need to get one of those like soundboards with the Mario like dun dun dun.
Yes. I need to get that up on my voice mod.
Okay. And with the dread axe in hand, daylight coming, or, quote unquote, sunlight coming off of it with its mini sun at the top of the axe, I am going to supernova go ahead and take 2 swings at the largest one at advantage because of my brand new feat, Mounted Combatant.
Ooh.
Which,
so
until a moment ago, I was not larger than, but I now am.
So you are not larger than him. Orion is larger than him.
Sorry, it's larger than my mount. Sorry, it's not supposed to be me.
So if your mount... So run it by me. I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, here. One moment. We got...
I apologize if this... Go ahead. I'm sorry.
While mounted, you have advantage on attack rolls against any unmounted creature within 5 feet of your mount that is at least one size smaller than the mount, which it is.
The mount, yes. I apologize if this is loud for anybody, so just be ready. But as Gawain grows...
It's actually super low, the opposite.
Super low, yeah.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
okay.
But that was a good volume.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
But I actually get a deeper sound for Gawain specifically.
Yeah.
Dun,
yeah.
dun, dun.
All right, then yeah, go for it.
Okay, as I attack, Gawain, just as he's like striding up on Orion, which Orion is, I believe, let me double check that. He was there. He's moving at least 20 feet towards this dude, right?
Because he was up there. Oh wait, I'm not on the right. Okay. I think it's actually just shy.
Oh, damn.
Aw, he's just shy.
Okay. Then Orion is gonna go ahead, before I do anything, he's just gonna take an attack here. I know it's not gonna do anything, but the hope is, oh, he's not gonna be able to knock him prone. Never mind. Fuck it. We're skipping it. Orion just, he just lets out a really mighty roar. And Gawain is just going to say,
"You're not the first one I've had to lull back to sleep."
and I'm going to take my attacks. That is... Let's see, Dread Axe, that is 24 to hit.
Hits.
I need a Constitution saving throw, a Constitution saving throw, and a Strength saving throw.
So the strength is for being moved. The con is for the axe.
The topple, the axe, and being moved.
The top.
Because-
Got it.
Yeah.
And the strength is at disadvantage.
Nope, that's a save.
It's
That's
only
close.
yeah.
It's
There
only
is a-
ability checks.
In the new edition, there is a version of Hex that does affect saving throws, but it's like a very specific subclass perk.
For a warlock, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, I forget which one, but they call it like Hex Expert or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's a feature of theirs.
Which
I-
they could have called it Hexpert, and they missed that shit.
I was gonna say opportunities have been severely missed. Okay, Gawain. So what is it? Topple. Con save, 8+ the ability. Okay, cool. So this would be for the first one for Topple is a. Come here. Oh, be right here. Dirty 20. For the axe sap is a 17, and for the strength save.
Actually,
that
for the
is-
strength, trying to think what I want to do here.
Wait, we're using weapon masteries?
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Are we doing that yet?
Well, you
I
said
mean, they're-
sap, that's why.
Yeah, no, they're already on there. We might as well just run with it because
Well, if that's the case, I should have been using new Nedro. We could have flew over this bitch.
well, weapon masteries are different from class and subclass.
Got
Since
it.
they're already on here, and it's just easier since it's already here. We'll be using new Nedro here in a minute. Very shortly, as soon as I get everybody settled. But yes, so success, and then strength save is a.
Oh yeah, on the strength say on the movement.
14?
Okay. Yeah, that's a failure. Yeah, I'm going to just move him slightly this way. Away from the wizard. Okay, so first attack. Sorry, should have rolled damage already. Got distracted. That is 10, but we're now 8th level. 10 points of slashing damage. 8 points of radiant damage from my from my transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to drop a first level divine smite in this.
Okay.
Ooh, 8, 6, 14 more points of radiant damage.
Gross.
And second attack. Uh, 24 to hit again. That's another. Christ, math. 12 points. And I guess I need another con save for Topple and another con save for the axe.
16 and 23.
Boom.
Uh,
that bitch.
16
Which would have been
fails.
It would have been for Topple first and then the axe.
Okay. So Topple, it goes prone.
What's your DC?
Pretty sure it's 8 or 17.
Because
Let
it's
me
8
double check.
plus strength
16.
plus
Sorry, it's 16.
proficiency. Okay, gotcha. It's 16?
Oh, it's strength plus proficiency?
Well, it's
Then it
8
should
plus
be a
the ability
14.
modifier for the attack roll plus your
Sorry.
proficiency bonus. Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I thought it was spell casting for some reason. Yeah, so it'd be a 14 instead.
Okay, yeah, so then that succeeds.
Mhm.
Okay. So he succeeds both. Did I already roll the slashing damage for that one?
Yes.
Okay. Then I need to throw on the second first level divine smite that I'm doing. I just want to get this dude's attention.
Flirt a little
5.
bit.
Yeah, you know. It's another 12 points of radiant damage.
Big hit since all of these are going all the way in.
And he's dead now. Good job.
No reduction of any kind. Your attacks bite with the full power of your swings. He's caught off guard, not prepared for the hits that are coming at him. And he reacts almost in slow motion, and it's like the attack connects and sinks in, and then he recoils from it, just as he's ever so slightly like behind the curve. That will bring us back to the top of the round.
But he's dead, right? That was a
No,
lot.
of course not.
Come on.
But we will kick it off with the ambushers at the top of the round when we come back from break. So let's take a quick let's do 10 and be back here between 48 or 50.
Sounds
to keep going, wrap this up. Thanks for watching, guys. Stick with us. Don't go anywhere. Put down that remote. We'll be right back.
Grab some water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Hey, back in the game. These werewolves they were hoping to put his beat down, but they're getting the beat down. As our intrepid adventurers continue through this past the puzzle and continue to explore a little bit of the tower, these werewolves thought, opportune moment. It was not. And they descended on the party, and they're getting stomped out here. We're back to the top of the round with the ambushers, who are still slowed. One is going to leap at... Ah, boy. They know what they're good at. One is going to leap up here, and... they're both going to take attacks, one at Misty, one at Cesar.
You take Cesar movement into account?
Yes.
Cesar can use his reaction thing, Ivor.
Yeah, still defender. I'm aware.
All right, so that'll if you want to use your reaction, that will flatten it out to a regular roll. Because of their pack tactics. So one, we'll do bite attack because if it hits, it does a little more damage. Oh no. Okay, so this first one's going to be on Misty.
Of course it is.
That is a 23.
Ow.
Damn.
So that is a total of 18 points of piercing damage. And I need a Constitution save.
Oh boy.
Because you've
Is
been
it
bitten
too late
by a
to say
lichen.
barbs? Is it too late to say barbs, or can I say barbs still?
No, we've already rolled damage.
Damn, okay.
17 on the con save.
17, you succeed. Okay. And you are you immediately you feel their its teeth sink into you, and you pull away panicked, realizing that the bite of a lichen is uniquely dangerous. You feel okay. The other one is going to go for Cesar. That is a 21 to hit. And Cesar is going to take 30 points of piercing damage from a big chomp.
30 fucking points. God damn.
He has 1 hit point.
No.
Wait, why does Cesar have 1 hit point?
He has 31 HP.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he had one hit point before this.
Oh boy. So this guy,
Oh, luckily, it can only attack once.
yes, luckily can only attack once. And that's all they got. They don't have stinking
They can
react.
repeat their wisdom save.
They get to repeat the wisdom save. That's right.
19.
That's right. 19. Nope. Nope. So upsetting. All right. Both of them fail and are continued to be affected by slow. That brings us to Riss with Misty and... Actually, Riss, Misty, and Ned, you guys all have a 23, so if you wanted to act together, you can.
Okay.
We're still technically kind of far away to effectively communicate that.
Also true.
If I go first?
Sure. I have a question though. Riss shouts out to the group: "Are we killing them, or are we trying to knock them out?"
Let's try to kill them.
Knock them out for now.
Well, to be fair, knocking out would have to be done by someone that's melee. So
That makes my job infinitely harder, but okay.
Try your best not to kill them.
DM,
Yes.
is it possible to cast a spell and not target an ally? If it says all creatures within?
If it specifies creatures versus allies, then it would hit everybody.
Cesar, I'm sorry.
he only has 1 HP left.
So, I'm hoping that Gawain sees this. I really want Gawain to see this.
Oh,
So, and I'll actually say what the spell is in a moment, but I want to do the description first. So as I'm standing here, surrounded by these two werewolves and Cesar, unfortunately, actually, can I have Gawain do a perception check just to make sure that he's seeing it? Anybody else can too if they want, but I specifically want Gawain.
Because, I mean, from a flavor point of view, his back is turned because he's engaged with the other guy.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see something.
Riss is looking after that bite. Riss has not looked away from Misty.
Yeah, Nedro can see you too, by the way.
Yeah, Ned's a direct line of sight.
Yeah, Ned's far enough away. I'm not worried about Ned. He can see all he wants. This is specifically for Gawain.
Both Ivors can see this too.
Mm-hmm.
Hate this. That's a 14.
That's pretty reasonable. You have a pretty good sense of battle awareness. I would say that this is registering on your radar.
I hear Cesar take a massive, piercing blow and just hear a grinding of gears and just look back for 1 second.
So what you see is, as Cesar and I take these bites, or these attacks, what you see is I start just closing my eyes and just kind of raising my hands, and what you see is several large, inky black, smoky tendrils just kind of emanating off of me as I cast Arms of Hadar.
Nice.
At second level.
So, Gawain, what you see is this smoke just coalesces. It becomes the spell that she's casting.
So, the two wolves and Cesar need to make a strength saving throw.
Strength save, okay.
Is there damage on a half save?
Yes.
Caesar's gone.
Yep.
Later,
Just-
Caesar.
Father.
So,
12
So-
and a natural 1.
DC was 16. So all three of them take 10 points of necrotic damage.
as I hear as I hear Caesar go down, I'm just
He's here from boy. Ivor's deadly boy. Oh,
Do I? Well, I mean, I guess I could hear Caesar being attacked, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, you would hear the metallic clang.
Nedro will remember this and judge you for it.
NPC text across the bottom of the screen.
This one directly in front of you down the stairs, Misty just is severely injured and just unable to keep going after this hit. How do you want to do this?
Oh, it's the inky black tendrils are just gonna wrap around him and just kind of like squish him into nothingness.
And it's a bunch of like squeals and shrieks and yips as just he's dissolved into this. He sublimates into this smoke himself and becomes part of the spell as like another tendril just lifts up and reaches and begins to writhe.
And then, with that done, bonus actions are not going to do him any good because I have nothing I can do right now. I am going to take off and go over and mount Cassie.
Yes. Plenty of movement for that. Sounds good. All right. No attacks of opportunity. Risen Ned.
Okay.
This can go first.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find dice. How hurt? First, how hurt does this guy look? The Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. A little, just under 50%.
And we watched Gawain do a good whacking to this guy, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
Well, it was essentially a kill shot until he decided against it just now.
here, I'll let Gawain call it. Odds or evens?
odds.
All right. Riss kind of like looks between Misty and Gawain for a second, and then ice shoots out of their hand, like course blood, doing the thing. And they cast Rhymes Fighting Ice, aimed so that it only catches the Juggernaut
Okay.
at 3rd level.
It just arcs up the mountainside and to avoid hitting Gawain.
He needs
All
to
right.
make a DC 16 con save. Yes.
Natural 20.
Can I barbs that?
You can.
You can, for now you can, yes.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Enjoy that
So-
until
Go in,
he's
take
getting the
advantage.
switch.
Wait, what's wrong with the
That's a
switch?
fail.
What the silvery barbs like get rid of?
You can
No.
only cast one. You technically. So you can only cast one leveled spell per turn. So like you can't counter spell and cast the leveled spell on the same. If somebody tries to counter your spell, you can't counter spell because that's on the same turn. You can't cast another leveled spell even with your reaction
But
in 2024.
But if you have a feature from a feat, species, or anything else that gives you free castings,
Mhm.
you could do the free cast of that spell and cast any level spell because the free cast does not consume a spell slot. So
Mhm.
if they had silvery barbs to the feat that lets them cast it once a day for free, then they could have done that.
Yes. But yeah, if you're casting with the spell slot, a regular spell, and then somebody tries to counterspell it, you cannot counterspell it with the spell slot on the same turn because you can't do it more than one spell slot per turn.
Hmm.
I mean, if I'm being honest, that makes a lot of sense to me. I've always been like scratching my head at the mechanics of you're casting a spell and then you pause to cast another spell to continue casting the first one. That just, the order of operations never mathed in my head, but I didn't worry about it because it was cool. But this rule does make sense, so I do, yeah. But okay, so silvery barbs, that's a fail. Gawain, you have the advantage, you said. So yeah,
Fail. So that's
Give Ivor the advantage. I don't need it.
Ivor, take the advantage.
I took a feat for that.
Math is hard. 24 cold damage.
okay.
And the bitch is stuck in ice formations. He can't move. Yeah. His speed is 0.
Speed is 0.
Can take an action to break himself out of it.
That's, ugh.
And my hope was to pin him in place for Gawain.
Is exactly what's happened.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Bonus action, anything from Canis?
Oh, no. Canis can't really do anything.
You could dodge.
Yeah, Canis will dodge. Not
Okay.
that I'm too worried about that, but yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Brings us to Ned with the juggernaut on deck.
So these guys are werewolves too, correct?
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
not, okay. Well, so
One is
much
dead.
for leaving them alive. Let's see. And aside from being partially frozen, this one is I mean, could
He's
I
looking
tell?
real
Was
rough.
something... Okay, so it's looking close to death.
Yes, he's looking very bad, very beat up.
Got it. And I can't see this one, so I can't judge it right now.
Correct.
Oh wait, but I can telepathically ask my mechanical ram. How's
Yes, you
this one
can.
looking?
He's looking pretty good. He hasn't taken a ton of hits.
Okay.
We're talking 2/3 left.
All right. So Ares is gonna back up 20 feet and ram him for a melee attack. Let's just say did it without having to physically do it.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough.
He does still have that -2 to AC.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Was it 12 hit?
12 is gonna just hit.
Okay.
So just go ahead and roll the force damage.
Oh, it's also immune to physical damage?
Yeah, all werewolves are immune to non-silvered, non-magical damage.
Got it. So there's 3 force damage, but more importantly, it needs to make a strength saving throw of DC 14 or be prone.
Where'd the dice go? No, down he goes.
So that bitch is prone. Okay. And you can't take reactions, so damn it, my spells are the ones I have left to cast are mostly made to kill, since I'm already concentrating on something. How healthy does he look now?
Roughly the same.
Okay, yeah, you only took 3 damage. Okay, in that case, hold on. I'm gonna go here. That's 20 feet of movement. And I'm gonna throw fire bolts at the small dude.
Okay.
That will be 9 fire damage.
He is prone, so this is technically a disadvantage.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. That was the wrong order of operations. 12.
Natural
that was a 1.
1.
But does a 12... I don't know, does it count or not? I don't know how you
Nah.
make it.
Crit fail.
Alright.
Unfortunately.
I mean, fine. I was only doing that just to do something.
Mm-hmm. Understood.
And I will stand here and look at Misty very judgingly.
What?
All right. The werewolf juggernaut is just in a feral rage. He's just going to slash out at you, Gawain, in slow motion. Actually, he's going to reach out for a bite. And he does not have advantage, though, because he doesn't have anything like that. That's a natural 20, though.
What happened just now?
Natural 20 on a bite against Gawain.
Oh, I'll still rebarbs that.
You'll silver barbs, okay?
Yeah. What the fuck does this look like?
That is still a 25, but it's not
Which
a
will
crit.
hit. That will hit.
All right, so that is...
Oh, and I think Gawain already has advantage from somebody, so I'll give the other advantage. Oh, wait, hold up.
He has advantage on attacks.
I'm giving the other
from
advantage
amount
to
of
Ivor regardless.
Okay.
Oh, my advantage to Ivor.
Ivor already has it. He got the
You
last
can't.
one.
You can't get 2, unfortunately.
Oh, wait.
You can just give it
Wait,
to yourself.
Yeah, I guess I'll give it to myself. Fuck it.
Or Riss, whoever.
Okay. Actually, that was the ambusher. I still rolled very good. Because that would have been plus even more. That's fine. Okay, so... Wow, does that want to take its time getting done? 17 points of piercing damage, halved to 8.
8.
And I need a Constitution save.
Okay. That is a 29.
Okay. Good to know. You are also chomped on, almost a little cavalierly. You just sort of like hold yourself up in the way, expecting the armor to take it, and he finds a way through. Even just the raw power as he just goes in for it. And Ned just sort of like winds the clock back and gives you an extra moment, like the assist mode in SAO, and he just sort of like moves, but the sheer power of this juggernaut is just too much to contain. And while he avoids the dire nature of the situation, he does still this werewolf does still get a piece of you, and chomps down and does a little bit of damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he got, and he's going to reattempt his wisdom save. Excuse me. 17, which is not going to be enough to do it. All right. That brings us to Ivor with Gawain on deck.
Ivor, head still down, slowly looks up, takes a deep breath, looks up at Misty.
Kills Misty.
My baby boy.
It's bound to happen eventually.
Blows her head clean off, and Nedro claps.
Nobody kills my baby boy. Nobody kills my baby boy.
That is true. I didn't say which Ivor. Both of them are going to stay put.
Okay.
Nice and close to Misty. Original Ivor is going to take second, and the new one is actually going to pipe up first. I've lost mine years ago, but not to someone that I thought that was companion. I understand you were in dire straits. That was a bit uncalled for.
Well, I can only do so much at one time, but I got a plan, don't worry.
I understand that. I'm sure you have a plan too. And Ivor will lift his head up. I do. Gawain, permission to kill. And
Take out the small one. You don't have silver bullets. You won't affect the big one.
That's not what I meant. Kills Misty.
I was so waiting for permission to kill. Got it. I fire on Misty.
just turns. And sharpshooter steady aim, because didn't do any of my bonus actions.
Okay. The little one is prone, so steady aim will flatten it. So it's not at advantage.
Alright, gotcha. I just hold plus 10.
Still -5 plus 10 to damage. So just a regular roll.
Ooh, does 19 hit?
19 will do it. Yep.
Hey. Not perfect, but decent. 28.
Reasonable. Big hit, just the body rocks as he's sort of scrabbling around trying to get to his feet.
Second, first, same as the first. Dirty 20.
Also does it.
That's worse. 20.
Still writhing on the ground, unfortunately. Not quite enough. If you would like to spend another Unleash Incarnation, you may. But you only get a handful of those per long rest.
You could also action surge, because you're a fighter, man.
You could also action surge.
I'll do that instead.
Because that shit comes back on a short rest.
Mark that off.
So wait, we are killing these now.
No, Ivor's just this. 22.
Cesar died, so why not everything else? That'll do it. That'll hit, though. How do you want to do this?
Seeing his baby boy go down and trying to realize Ivor's got to make a definitive choice after this. There are not many good companions throughout Barovia. And he doesn't want to make an enemy out of someone when his emotions get in the way out of something that he spent his whole life bonding to with the trauma, and something that he can potentially rebuild and regain. as he raises his rifle, glances at Misty, takes a deep breath, takes down the lichen.
Just puts him down. Yeah. I mean, action surge, you have another attack if you want.
You said that one was looking pretty beat up, but my magical bullets can't do anything. I don't have silver.
Magic is resisted. If you want to fully bypass and do full damage, you need magic and silver.
Oh.
Non-silvered is immune. Non-magical, non-silvered immune. If it's magical but not silvered, it's resisted.
What if it's silvered and not magical?
Resisted.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, you need both.
Okay, good to know.
I
I mean, not that I care, but still.
Yeah, if it's half damage, I'll take a pop shot at the juggernaut. It shouldn't kill him. We need answers. Someone's got to,
Oh, I mean, if you shoot it, it might die. It's apparently low on health.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
but
that's me.
shoot him in the knee. I mean, they're sharpshooters, so might as well.
Yeah. One thing about this bit, it's never been great, is only melee characters can hold back on a strike, not anything ranged.
Yeah, ranged is not. There's no non-lethal ranged, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's too many variables.
Yeah.
Although this guy has 0 movement, so it's going to be difficult.
22 to hit.
Hits.
Roll low.
22.
Sounds good. Catches in the hide, and it does penetrate, but not very far. Still holding on barely.
Thought he was a wolf.
And the stat block I cannibalized was a werebear. No, I'm kidding. Anything else on your turn, Ivor?
Answer everything.
Okay.
I'm going to
Alright,
have fun with this accent.
Brings us to Gawain. This guy is 0 movement. His AC is lowered because of slow. He has almost no hit points left. How do you want to do this? There's no way he's not. There's no way he's not going down.
I literally just set my dice down because you said, "How do you want to do this?" and I rolled a nat 20.
Of course, of course.
You
What
can
does
hold
that
back.
fucking matter?
He's slurped our luck back.
I just, I'm not trying to go for like permanent damage. I think I just don't even use the axe. I do use the axe actually. I just use it as like a punching tool and just punch him in the face a couple times to make him go to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep.
Flat of the blade, all of that good stuff. And just... And he just slumps in the ice, mostly upright still, because he is frozen in place.
I'm going to reach into, if I can, I'm going to go into the my utility belt and pull out manacles for when he shrinks back down to size.
Which he does as he sort of slumps into unconsciousness. The form reverts rather quickly, and he slides down and then just sort of falls forward as his legs shrink, and there's now space in the ice, and he's just sort of like it's like his feet are in like these divots, but they're not like locked in place because they're not the same size or shape. He just sort of falls and just face plants right into the rocks in front.
I will say this though, if someone accused us of size prejudice, they would not be far off. We literally only let the big guy live.
I was trying to let all of them live. All right,
I'm saying collectively as a group, that's what we look like right now.
Yeah, it is
I was
true.
told not to take the kill shot, okay? Like,
I mean, I didn't either, so.
Ivor barely didn't on Misty.
Well, that would have been justified.
That we would have been okay.
that's
That
where we draw the line.
that Nedro would have been okay with, honestly.
All right. So down he goes. And let's do this. Yeah, you guys have a moment to breathe as you realize that, okay, things have calmed for a second.
I dropped
You have a moment. Okay.
I mean, it lasts for a
minute.
minute.
You're
so I'm
concentrating
assuming
on
it'll be
nothing.
fine. I was concentrating on slow. The guy's not dead. He's still.
He's
slow.
not dead. You're right. You're right. Never mind.
He's
You're
still
right.
hexed too.
Still hexed. Okay. Because that lasts, what, an hour?
Yep.
All right.
I mean, the slow only lasts a minute, so out of combat, it's fine.
Yeah. So that's going to drop pretty quick. He drops down after but a moment or two. Gawain, you resume your regular form. Yeah. This passes yours to continue exploring or whatever you're doing.
I have a feeling there's going to be a conversation directed at Misty here in a second. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's going to be a question for a second, as both Ivors, my baby boy!
As you rush over to Cesar, Ned, you'll hear Misty say a single word. She'll say, "Les," as I cast Healing Word on Cesar.
Which I don't think works on Cesar.
I don't think works on Cesar because he's...
Does it?
No, he's
Nope.
technically a construct.
Oh,
It can only be
construct.
healed by mending.
Yeah.
Or the radiant
his-
breath, because that restores hit points versus like healing.
well, frack.
Or
That
his-
screws up my plan then. Because I
He
was
This
also
is
going to
has
a
heal
a-
it.
learning moment for Misty.
Yeah. He also
Do you
has
cast
a
it anyway, by the
self-mending
way,
feature
and like
too.
extend the spell slot?
I mean,
Sorry.
yeah, Misty wouldn't have any reason to know that before now.
Yeah.
Like, she still would have done
Yeah.
this with this plan in place.
Mhm.
Yes. This is real time learning, baby.
Yep.
As
So-
as Misty does that, and like, even if that did work, it doesn't excuse what you did.
Well, it's either that or we died. At least we had a
No,
I had a
you would have
plan
been
to try to burn
fine.
him.
You had several. You were not in dire straits. You had several allies around who were protecting you, and if anything, we had the biggest advantage of this fight.
Says
if
the
you're
person
that
who
quick
wasn't
to turn
surrounded by
on-
2 werewolves.
Again, trust your allies. If you're that quick to turn on us on the smallest disadvantage, then it makes it very difficult to trust you.
I wasn't turning on nobody. I was taking out werewolves.
You took out, yeah, and you had no regard for the allies around you. I would
Course
say
did.
it's the same exact thing.
Well, I just tried to heal his wounds, didn't I? I had a plan.
That doesn't really excuse it. Just because you hurt someone and try and heal them afterwards doesn't make the hurt go away.
So you've never hurt a friend?
On purpose, no.
Well, I didn't hurt him on purpose.
I think if you're casting a spell that clearly attacks everything around you, and you disregard the ally, you are doing it on purpose. You knew the results, and the fact that you had a plan, in quotations, to heal them means you very much did it on purpose. I know you have a slick tongue and like to get around the truth, but this is one you can't get away from.
Well, let's put it this way. I stayed away from all of the living creatures, and only hit the one that could be rebuilt.
That would technically
that on
apply to all of
purpose.
us. We could have gotten hurt and been healed up. The point is, 1, that is his son. 2, that is our ally. 3, you don't just go around hurting and hitting people that are your friends just because you think you can make it better.
Well, it's either I get hit and take more damage, or I do damage. I can't have it both ways.
You can't, but next time choose better.
Well, if I coulda, I would have moved further away, but then I would have been hitting one of y'all.
You could have also simply walked away. I had a spell on them that would have made it so they couldn't attack you. And you realized I had that spell on them. You saw their movements. Someone as skilled in battle as you knew that you could get away with them without having to hurt anyone at all. The option didn't make sense. You were wrong.
How am I wrong to do damage in combat? That is
You're
pretty much
wrong
the
to make
purpose.
You are wrong to choose a way to make damage that hurts other people. You could have easily hurt them without hurting an ally around. Again, the issue is the choice you made and disregard to your allies. If Ivor had turned around and shot you in the head, I would have given him all the credit for doing so. There would have been no problem on my end. And I generally don't even like killing, but you attacked his family.
So you'd rather murder me than let me take care of werewolves?
You mean a traitor?
Oh, I didn't betray anybody.
I feel betrayed, and I'm sure Cesar does too. And I'm 100% the sort that Ivor does as well.
How did I betray you?
Did we not just discuss you attacking an ally when that wasn't necessary?
I didn't attack
You saying
an
you attacked
ally.
wolves at the same time does not mean that it didn't also hit an ally that you knowingly did, because you know what that spell does.
I attacked two wolves. Caesar just happened to be.
You know,
I
I'm
can
just not
control
gonna have
the
a discussion with you because you clearly are the type of person to step away from the truth. And he'll walk away. Ivor, do you need any assistance?
We're doing fine down here, and both Ivors are performing maintenance on Cesar.
Briss will catch Misty's attention and like call her over a little bit away so that like, but you guys do whatever you need to do for Cesar first.
I'm gonna go over to the Ivors with the bag of holding and go ahead and open that up, or the puzzle box of holding, and open that up and allow Cesar to be put inside so he can be fully rebuilt later. Just because I know it takes like a long rest to rebuild him.
Don't think Caesar would fit in there.
It's a bag of holding.
Yep.
Anything can fit in there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, disassembling him into components, you could probably get him in there.
Yeah, into parts, but as a whole, no. Opening's
Yeah,
just
definitely.
fine.
Not as a whole creature. Correct.
Yeah, I figured he was in pieces just because he was super fucked up.
Yeah, I say that. What was it? A bite attack that did 30 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Misty came in with the tentacle and just hit him in the right place, and he just fell apart.
Well, I didn't do physical damage. I didn't do bludgeoning or anything. It was literally necrotic. It doesn't destroy machines.
Since he's not like resistant or immune, it would have. I'll say that necrotic for a construct
It was
would
a
be
tentacle
like
smack.
wear and tear.
No,
Yeah.
he got
like
rust.
rust and corrosion.
Yeah, rust.
corrosion
Yeah, that's
and
what we
stuff like
ruled it at. Yeah,
But he
that's
didn't
what we
fall
flavored
apart.
it as.
But he didn't fall apart. He
He
still had
wouldn't
one
have.
piece.
I mean, I'm sure there's bits and pieces, but it's not like he's in. He didn't turn into mist and like get absorbed by the spell the same way that the werewolf did. He's definitely still corporeal, still physical, still there, and easily like you can just sort of like pull him apart at the joints and put him in the bag. If you
Yeah,
need to.
disassemble and then reassembled later.
All right, yeah, easy enough to do.
Funny enough, we can actually travel faster now. R.I.P. Cesar, but
That's hilarious.
Oh wait, can we?
Yep.
Well, because
Yeah,
he can only do 40 feet. Everyone else can do.
50, I
Yeah.
think.
At least 50.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Would you allow 2 Ivors on the same Atar?
Yeah, because the shadows, effect. I feel like the shadows are weightless because it's just like an echo. It's not really like a physical corporeal thing. It just has a hit point that dissipates at the
Okay.
one hit.
My question is, canonically, you took this Ivor from a different dimension. Doesn't he have shit to get back to? Like, he can't just stay here. Mechanically, that doesn't matter, but story-wise, doesn't it?
No,
It's important
okay.
that we know what this guy's lore is.
So
What he might have been something really important in the middle of this? Like, maybe he's his town's surgeon, and he was just like in the middle of doing surgery on someone. He just pulled him out. He's like, "Well, fuck."
He was doing surgery with a rifle.
That's what the bayonet is for.
We just
Yeah.
said the technology is crazy. Maybe it's like a healing rifle.
Ugh.
It has a setting to kill, but also a setting to like do advanced cardiac surgery when you aim it correctly or something. I don't know.
Nanites, baby, nanites. Amazing. Amazing. All right. Yeah, easy enough to pull them apart, put them in the bag of holding to take care of later.
Okay.
There was a room upstairs, Nedro. I think Eurus and potentially Ivor should go investigate.
Is there a side eye during this conversation?
Mm, no. It's you get the vibe that it's like mostly pragmatism of like he's like recognizing I'm not good at this, but y'all are. Y'all are very like intelligent and analytical.
Sorry, I thought
But-
you were like doing so like to because you wanted to have Misty alone to yourself or something.
Yeah, honestly, no, Gawain doesn't really have much to say, but he's gonna use the DM. I was gonna use that time alone with Misty to try to get a reading on Misty. Like if I could do an insight check.
Interesting. Okay.
And before you do, now just like any particular reason you wanted this guy alive?
Well, I wanted all of them alive, potentially, but I guess one is what we'll have to settle for. Actually, are those dudes still like making death saves, or are they possible to like save still?
No, the one werewolf has been turned into he sublimated himself. The other one is very dead. Would need resurrected.
No, I think he means the juggernaut.
The juggernaut's stable.
Yeah.
You did non-lethal.
No, I was talking about the other ones, saying,
Okay.
asking if they could be. I didn't know if they were like making death saves effectively
No,
to the point where I could like revive them, but I can't. Okay. Yes, we need all the friends we can get in the fight against Strahd. Anytime we can make an enemy into an ally, it's a good day. And that's a victory over Strahd.
Perhaps, but
He is
I guess
this dude was he was really hard to put down. Like with all of our combined efforts.
at that I'll say actually it seemed really easy for you. But that being said, hopefully he isn't on Strahd's payroll, and if he isn't, hopefully he's not too mad we killed his other companions. But I guess we'll see.
Mercy often yields surprising results, but it may turn out for the worse. I'm aware, but we have to roll those dice.
Oh, sorry. One more thing is, I guess more for the DM. What's my understanding of being able to transform into a werewolf? Like, could this guy just easily do it again?
Yes. From
Like,
your understanding,
there's no reason for me to think he can't just simply become conscious and do it again all of a sudden.
correct.
All right. Also, if that guy decides to transform again, I don't really think those manacles are gonna hold. We might want a better plan for restraining him. Are manacles like a DC 15 strength or something? Or something like that?
One moment, let me check. Manacles. DC 20 escaping the manacles requires a DC 20 dexterity check. Breaking them requires a DC 20 strength check.
Which, if he transforms, I feel like he can easily do.
Yeah, after he
Although, because the hex is strength, right?
Mhm.
yeah.
So
he'll
it'll
have
be
disadvantage.
I mean, even then, he can just keep doing it, right? Or how
Yeah.
does that work?
No, yeah, he can
could-
just keep trying it every round, I imagine.
Mm. So the point still stands. What are we gonna do about, I guess, restraining him long enough for him to not kill us, and we can speaking to him?
I mean, I'll be there to. I can have Ivor. Well, the Ivors cover me. By the way, buddy, we need to get you silver bullets because this has come up twice now, and it's weird that it's come up twice. Um, so I'll say that I can stand by, and if he goes for anyone, I can stop him. If um if he's near me, I'll be mounted. Um, and if he tries anything, I'll be able to run him down,
And one
and
more
we'll
question
just
for
repeat the process.
one more question for Steven. I don't know if this is very meta.
Mhm.
If he were to transform into a werewolf, does that like automatically give him health back, or will he still be at this low level, like that 1 HP?
No, he would be until he would not be in fighting form, coming back from
Okay.
unconsciousness. He would be,
All right, cool. Well, if he doesn't
yeah.
cooperate, kill him. That's what I'll say to Gawain.
All right. If he doesn't cooperate, kill him. You guys said that somebody's going back up, or a couple of people are going back up to investigate.
Gawain asked me, and I guess not Ivor is going to stay here, and Riss. I don't know what, but Riss is like doing something with Misty
I
right
was say I
now.
want to talk to Misty real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Here's what I can actually do.
Hold on, I think Riss is gonna talk to Misty right now.
So after kind of pulling Misty a bit away from the group, maybe not quite like this far,
Oh no,
but
Misty
like
went this far. You take
okay,
that.
I was just saying, kind of like stopping after a bit and like pulling her down off of Cassie and like getting down off of Kenneth, and they would start by kind of like grabbing her hands and starting with, I'm not attacking you with anything I say, and I want you to understand that. Well, while everything that Ned said was true, I think that there could have been a better way to go about it. He's upset and understandably hurt because to us and to Ivor specifically, Cesar is family. Even though he can be rebuilt, even though you might see him as expendable because he is not truly alive.
I'd never say expendable. But I
That's
won't
good.
just walk away from a fight either.
I know, I'm not trying to ask you to.
Oh,
What
Ned
I'm
did.
trying to ask you, I know, I'm not Ned. I know you're not used to working with groups, and arguably I'm not either. I'm still getting used to it. I know it has been rough trying to get you. The rest of them are not as smitten with you as I am, and I know it has been hard. And they're looking to trust you, and you. What? There's no good way to put it. It has been difficult. And I want to help because they were the first people to potentially help me. And if I'm being honest, Misty, I want you to stick around for a little bit. For a lot of reasons, but you have to work with us and learn to work as a group. When someone comes to you and says, "Hey, this hurt me," or there could have been a better way to do this. Maybe explain your decision making, but don't try to be so defensive about the battle is costly. Decisions get made in moments where not everyone is paying attention to everything, and it is understandable to make mistakes, but when someone says to you, "Hey, you've made a mistake," don't try to defend it and not learn from it. Yes, I think Ned could have gone about that conversation in a better way, but I think you could have responded better too. Conversations are two ways.
Well, obviously, I never got the chance to say my piece.
And I'll talk to him about it and see if we can be a little more lenient through the growing pains. But I do think you owe Ivor an apology, and especially Cesar once he is rebuilt. There are more options when there is a big group of us, like there was. Pulling away for a moment to let someone else to get a better shot is an option, and it is a choice.
Pretty sure I had the best shot.
There were two Ivors, Misty. You've
I
seen that
was
man shoot his gun.
Standing right next to two of them. So I'm supposed to just walking away?
Like, gives her a look like, you know that this is a special circumstance. You need to make informed decisions.
Oh, my decision was quite informed. I made sure there was no living creatures next to me, other than those two that I meant to do harm.
I know.
I knew that that Cesar could be rebuilt.
Do you
Otherwise, I would not have done it. He's not
I'll
expendable. He's rebuildable.
acquiesce. But do you see why it still hurts them? Why it hurts me?
Of course I see it. But apparently nobody sees how I've been injured since I joined the group. I've been questioned, interrogated, attacked. Mistrusted, distrusted.
I trust you.
I'll take your trust any day. But there's others in the group, too. They didn't trust me the first time they saw me. They definitely didn't trust me now.
Not to defend them. We've been through a lot, and trust does not come easy to them. But I do think it is something they could also work on. But you also do have to meet them halfway and earn it.
Well, I've been doing all the giving. Ain't got nothing back in return.
You got me.
I'll step closer. Won't say anything. I'll just step in and kiss Riss.
They kiss back for a second before they push away a little bit and say, "None of that's now. You have an apology to make. I understand your sides, and I don't think you are completely wrong, but I do need you to admit that there were also other options that could have been made."
Of course there were.
Good.
Never denied that part. To be honest, I'd never done that thing before. I had no clue what he was doing. Not like I planned to hurt Cesar.
Would I have recognized the spell, Mr. DM?
Give me an Arcana check.
That's a 10 total?
Yeah.
I rolled a
it's
2.
A flash
Riss?
and it was gone, so there's only so much information that you actually were able to gather from that moment.
Riss is a little not there at the moment.
To be honest, the whole thing, I didn't even know what was happening. It just literally just exploded out of me. I was gonna pull my dagger and try to stab one, but it just exploded.
We're gonna talk about that later. But for now, let's head back to the party.
Mind if I just wait here for a bit? Need some time.
That's fine. Call me if you need me.
Will do. Mokri.
Give her like a peck on the cheek and then head back to the party.
As you head back, it'll be like, Briss, Gawain would like you and I to check the room upstairs that you were just in. I guess see if there's anything of use.
Okay. That's fine. She'll be back. She wanted a second alone. I talked to her a little bit.
I see.
Sorry, Ivor. If there's anything I can do to help rebuild Caesar, please let me know. I'm not the greatest with tools, but I have a brain, you know, so.
That's understood. If anything, I might need to put mine to use to get my mind off of things. And Ivor will dismount and instruct Matar to take one of the capsules just to heal up. And
If we can short rest, that's better. Do we have time to short rest, DM?
It's up to you. There's no ticking. I haven't given you guys a ticking clock for anything.
Okay. Yeah,
Right,
we should
anyway.
short rest for everyone.
Do we want to search the thing first and actively do that before doing the short rest?
I'm good
Or
with
do you
that.
want to... All right.
all right,
Because it shouldn't take us long to search.
Yeah.
That's up to the DM. Maybe it'll be like 20 rolls to like look at a cup.
Yeah.
3 hours later. Yes. No, you guys can head up and
So is it just
Give it
the
a
two of
once
us? Ivor's staying down with Caesar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Negative Ivor is staying with Matar and Cesar and Gawain.
Correct.
Actual
Yeah.
Ivor, Actual Ivor is coming in with Riss and Ned.
Oh, that's gonna be so. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
assume...
Nomination to call other Ivor like Echo, so we know the difference.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I named him Ivor Augusco instead of Augusto.
I guess go.
We could just call him Echo because he's the only one. It's
Yeah.
not like we have
Yeah.
more than one Echo Knight.
Yeah, we can just call him Echo.
Just for simplicity's sake.
Echo
Echo
Go for
Ivor a
Ivor.
gumbo.
Ivor.
Ivor and Ivor. That's great. Anyway, yes. So Ivor and Echo are staying downstairs. The two of you guys are gathered up.
Oh wait, so it's
Gawain
just us two now?
Is that correct? Is
No,
somebody going up?
Ivor. Ivor is staying here. Ivor is going up with
Ivor's
Ned
going
and
up.
Riss.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I think technically an Echo Knight can take any attack from their Echo's position. So
Correct.
effectively, he can just go upstairs while also giving me cover.
Yes. And if shit really goes down, we can switch. Within a certain range. Let me double check.
Now, you can't see out of your Echo
Yeah.
all the time. You can
Yeah.
let's see. Your Echo does not have vision. You have to see.
Gotcha. But I can still leave Echo there just so,
Yes.
give him Gawain cover.
Without you there, he can't do anything because you, the original, have to see it to be able to do it. You can't see from your Echo, unfortunately. That's a
Gotcha.
higher level ability that you could go into it like a familiar. But even so, then you have to pick one or the other.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, both Ivors will stay.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah, rules is written.
Alright, so Gawain and Ivor staying outside with the Juggernaut, and Misty, who's off doing something. Ned and Riss are investigating the tower.
And Ivor.
Uh,
Oh, did
No,
Ivor
Ivor's,
stay?
Ivor's
No,
staying down now
so-
because he
Never mind.
can't do both.
Correct. Sorry.
I'm gonna also
I
take
was-
out some rope. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was explaining why I was distracted. Don't mind me. You go.
Oh. I was just gonna take out some rope and really like hog tie this fucking werewolf. Make sure that if he transforms, like he's bound, and I want to use knots that will expand if he does transform. So like slip knots essentially.
Is there okay. My first pass is there a way that they can expand to accommodate his new form without making them inherently easy to slip off?
If it's a hitch knot, then it's not easily gonna slip off.
Or like he can't
Yeah.
flex and open it up, because if it's gonna grow with him, then I can't think of a reason that he can't just like feed it back and loosen it up and slip right out.
Theoretically, if he were to transform then untransform, he could totally get out.
Right. Or
But he would
like,
have to. But that would require him to detransform or to revert.
But if it can't, he just feed the slack and that would be in the rope back.
Yeah, he's
before
talking
he
about
transforms.
he's talking about an actual technique when you're tied up. You want to flex so that there's room, because then when you're like, if you're being tied up, you want to flex your muscles so that there's wiggle room and then you can slip out. That's what he's saying.
Well, there's
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
too. But if there's give in it to accommodate when he expands, there has to be give in it that he could take advantage of to loosen the bindings before he transforms. I'm not sure, like I could be wrong, like I don't know the mechanics of it, but my brain initially says if it's going to accommodate, if it's going to move with him, then he's just going to be able to get out of it. But I could be wrong. I don't know like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of all of this.
No, that makes
Well,
sense.
he can't flex right now is the thing because he's fucking unconscious.
Right, but what I'm saying is if it's a slip knot, that means the loop can get bigger.
Yeah,
And
what
there's
he's
no
saying is
reason that he can't, like, if he's hogtied, like move himself in such a way that he can like pull the rope and slip the knot bigger and then just pull his hand out.
Okay. All right. I guess he's just gonna be super uncomfortable.
Oh no, heaven forbid.
Gawain's very much trying to be nice. He's trying to take precautions, but he's also trying to be kind. But I guess we don't get to be completely kind today. So I will just I'll use a piton and just hammer it into the cliff above, and then loop that up through loop the rope up through with him tied like that, so that he's just completely extended and like that.
Understood.
Just to hold him up, and I'll just be right by him, just waiting for him to wake up, just looking at his eyes, reading him, making sure that he's not like awake and secretly planning.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. This seems like a good let's pick up there next time because it is getting a little late. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for joining us, everyone in chat, for watching our shenanigans. That we got into some real role play here, guys. This is great. This is what I want out of my D&D game.
Yes.
I will probably remember, but remind me that while we're upstairs or during the short rest, Nedro did want to speak with Riss.
I will remember. I will write it down right now.
Sweet.
I'm writing it down as well.
As am I. All right.
I also have to apparently remind Riss when we get back into town to buy a spell scroll of comprehend languages.
Is that in the spell book that you found in Death House?
I don't think so. I would have already done it if it was. Hold on, let me look.
Oh, okay.
No, the
Well,
only first level spell that I haven't copied over from the spell book is Disguise Self.
Ah, okay.
I
All
only
right.
have two spells left from that.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. I love being able to put this out here for you guys to enjoy along with us. Come along our journey, see our growth, see what we the problems we have to fix and the solutions we find. So, thanks for hanging out with us, and always remember, you are the legend at the end of the Dragon's Tale. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Night.